All right, we're in and starting. Let me go ahead and prepare the campsite.
Yes.
A 4 was still a success.
Wow, that's fucked up.
I mean, well, so my skill increase this time was in survival because nature was already expert and I can't go past expert yet. So
you guys are in the green belt, so that's good. Yeah.
Yep. So I knew survival would be a good one to be able to add there.
Woo! Picklock had a critical success. Your camouflage exceeds expectations. Encounter DC goes up by 2. I think the game automatically does that.
And I told a boring, ridiculous story.
They're unmoved.
I'll say
Lisa's
you
no
you
bad
told the
at
story of today. We're like we lived this. There's nothing here for us.
Okay, Deb, what are you going to do? You going to cook a meal or?
I'm going to cook jeweled rice.
And
All
I will go
right.
ahead and go
That
hunt
is a
and gather.
success. I will spend the ingredients. And
And I
Tim got
hunted and
the,
gathered it.
yep. All that's left is the organizing of the watches. And what does jeweled rice do? I forget. It should be on your sheets.
It's like a 10-foot step.
Oh, don't I have to? Don't I have to give you all the meal effects? So
I believe
Yes,
so,
you
yeah.
I believe I gave you. Did you all get it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Some of you
Yes.
already had it, so it was not added again. But okay, and the perception check, you get a +1 status bonus to perception made during watch. And remember, most of you use perception for checking stuff. So your 2 hours go by. Let's see, I got to do the first check doesn't even happen, but I got to make 2 more checks. Let's see. All right, the time during your stuff goes normally. So now we will do your watch. Well, it looks like it's a rainy day. Why didn't it apply the rain? Let's see. It rolled. It's mild cold and oh, there's no weather event, but it does say that it's rainy. Huh? Why didn't it start raining? Weird. Let me do that one more time. Hold on. Oh no, it'll move to the next day. All right, so it's a rainy day, which means you're not going to get as far, but so we'll just, or maybe it is raining and I'm just not seeing it.
I don't
It
think
is
we're
on the big
going
map.
far.
It is on the hex map.
Oh, okay. I wonder why it's not raining on this map. Weird. But that's okay. We're all good. Okay, so what are you guys going to do? It's a new day. What are you going to do with yourselves?
We're
Well,
going to go to the previous hex because Tim is here. Dun, dun, dun.
Tim is
We're going
here.
to check out for 3-18.
2.18. Yep.
2-18.
Let's do this real quick. We'll get through the night. Should have done that for the night. And oh, that's cool. It's got a little timer on it. That's cool. And like I said, it is a rainy day, but it's not too bad. So we'll go back to the Stolen Lands map. Where apparently the rain has stopped.
It has indeed.
It was
Weird.
just a little short shower, you know the kind.
Hmm.
It doesn't always rain all day. Very seldom.
It's just a little
Well,
shower. It's all good. It's all good.
In the stolen lands, it does, my child. Oh, the stolen lands, my God. All right, so we're not going to worry about it. You're going back to this hex, I believe, right?
Correct.
And for some reason, it's not letting me click on the hexes. This
2.18. Yes.
And let's see, you reconnoitered this one. And since it's raining, you'll only be able to reconnoiter one hex anyway. So let me mark this hex reconnoitered. There we go. Reconnoitered, save, and you move to this hex. And let's see. Okay. It's obviously a heavily wooded area. Let's see. You get to an area that's really thick woods, pretty much in the dead center of the hex. And as you get there, anyone who wants to can make a perception check, and I put it into the chat.
It's not letting me do anything.
Yeah, it does.
Do you
It's
have
not
this
letting me
on
do
the
anything.
map?
The game's paused.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't see
Weird.
the game being paused, but it's
Oh,
not
I
letting me
showed-
do anything.
I showed it paused.
Yeah. it
Well-
won't
Yeah.
let-
Won't let me click on it.
Oh, maybe because we're in the party.
Well, you would probably have to go to the party sheet to open your character, because remember, your characters aren't on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not
Perception.
letting us click the perception check on the in the
Yeah,
chat.
that you popped is what we're
So
saying.
we
Oh,
can-
weird. Let's see. Is it okay? It's not private. Let me make it private and then reveal it. Now try clicking on it.
Nothing.
No, probably because we're set up as party right now, not as individuals.
Okay.
Checks like that too, right?
Yeah. Let me just put a map. Let's put out a different forest map. We'll do our old favorite one. We'll activate the scene. There you go. See if you can click on it now.
Nope.
No.
What?
Try.
putting another one up.
Yeah, try posting it up again.
All right, hang on. Let me go here. And wait a minute. Why isn't it doing my encounter?
That might be tied to the other map.
Okay, let me put it up there again.
Now I can click it.
Yeah, it's she's right. Probably because you were not broken out of the party thing and the other.
Wow. Thank God Judelin's with us.
And Raven. So Judy Lynn noticed, and Raven definitely notices, two nests 40 feet up in the tree's branches. But they're very interesting nests. They're not normal like bird's nest. They seem to have like almost like a dusty kind of glowing, glittering dust like around it, almost as if the nest itself was magical. And
Well, that's weird but pretty.
with the
It's close enough to everybody else.
critical success, ironically, the character that needed it was Raven. Raven instantly recognizes this as Fey-ish.
It's
It's Fey-ish. The question is, do you tell your friends?
Of course, I tell my friends. They're my friends.
Fidget, once you pointed out to him with his Arcana check, says, I agree, it is definitely Fey-ish. This nest was made by some kind of Fey. And you all get the feeling of being watched, but as you all are looking around, all of a sudden you kind of hear this indignation coming from behind you, saying, "Hey, what are you doing running around with the big folk? Why aren't you in the trees with us?" And they're obviously speaking to your sprite.
Because these are my friends. I like to run around with the big folk and explore.
Do you play tricks on them?
No, these are my friends. I play tricks on others, but not these ones.
Come on out, Perlavash. Perlavash. Come out. This one's ruined all our fun. And okay, Tig. And suddenly you see the smallest dragon. I mean, none of you have probably ever seen a real dragon before, but it's obviously a dragon, but it's almost got butterfly wings. And then there's this other creature that sort of looks like a butterfly grasshopper hybrid. And
Oh, yes,
Tim,
grasshopper.
Raven would recognize Tig Tittertut as a Grig and would recognize Perlavash as a fairy dragon. And he says, it's so rare for people to come through the woods for us to play with. But
I understand. Playing is a wonderful part of life, but we have a task. So we can say hello, but then we must move on our way.
You've been hanging with the big folk too long. You smell like big folk. You sound like big folk. You've lost your sense of whimsy.
Yes, well,
You're
you
out
smell like
to-
something my mother left in the woods.
Maybe we should have played pranks on these. This one isn't. I don't know if. Anyway, Paralavash says, you know, when we hang with humans and others for too long, it starts to rub off.
I have
Very
not
well.
been here that long. However, these are still my friends. We got in fights together, and we got to kill bandits, and we've hunted for all sorts of things.
So you've killed.
Only bad guys that would hurt you.
Well, what brings you to our woods?
Well, it is our task to clear the bandits out of this area and to bring some order and control.
Well, we do like getting rid of the bandits because the bandits, they like hurting us, and we do not like them at all. However, bringing order, it's such a dark word.
Well, there's order and there's order.
Of course. Well, is there anything we can do for you? I suppose we should show you our hospitality, since obviously if they travel with the Fae, they must have respect for our kind. You wouldn't try to pull our wings off, would you, mortals?
Never. She holds out the tooth and said, I found this. Does it belong to you? If so, I'd like to return it.
Suddenly you see the dragon turns, his face turns beet red and kind of covers its mouth and says, I don't know whose tooth that is.
I see.
Where did you find it?
Where the last bandits were. So I think you may have helped us.
Oh yes, it's my tooth. Very well. And it will kind of land on your shoulder and hold its paw out.
I want to keep it.
I know you do. We are not pets. But
That's very true.
He was a
Raven
very
is a very honored member of our team.
That is awesome. We do not normally like to kill. That is why we found our cousin's word so strange. However, This one, he was killing many of our kind, and he was a danger to the long legs as well with his traps. So we thought it best to remove him from the equation, if you will. But we do not normally kill, and we certainly have no desire to kill long legs in most cases, except for bandits, of course.
That is a good code to live by.
Would you like to see a trick of ours?
Sure. As long as it does not involve hurting Faye or hurting the woods.
Never. So if he's looking at me, he'll see that I just sprouted dragon scales.
Oh, that is a cool trick. What do you call that?
Draconic blood magic.
Ooh, so you're related to dragons?
Yes.
That is awesome. What else can you do?
Can I make a acrobatics check to do a backflip?
Sure.
Oh.
They begin laughing.
I start juggling fire.
They kind of look at Picklock for a minute and kind of stifle a laugh, and then they look back at Fidget and their eyes get very big. And the one kind of offhandedly says, "It's okay, little goblin. Keep working. You will get better."
And now you
Thank
see
you
why
for
I travel with
encouraging our
them.
friends.
It's lots of fun.
They are. They're very fun. And they're like, "Very well. We will suffer your presence in the woods. And is there any information you wish to learn? We know a lot about these woods."
What are we looking for?
The Stag Lord, for one.
Oh, the bandit, the head of the bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those-
but
And are we still looking for that boar?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
and oh yeah, we're looking for the boar, I think. And do we have any other quests yet?
You got
We're,
several
we're,
quests, I believe.
we're still looking for Svetlana's wedding band. We're looking for the soot scale kobolds, Tuskgutter's head, bangberries for Bakken.
Well, since you're here to kick out the mean bignesses, we do know there is a camp of the mean long legs, the ones you call bandits, and they'll kind of describe it to you, and you'll realize they're talking about the bandit camp that you already went to, with where the chick had the hatchets,
Ah,
and that's where you originally thought you were going to see the wedding ring, but turned out they said that it had been stolen from them by some mites. So they described the Thorn River Bandit camp, but you have already been there. Let's see.
ask them if they've seen a shiny ring.
We have not seen a shiny ring, and I will let you look in my nest, and he'll fly up, get the nest, and bring it back. And there are all sorts of shinies in there, but no rings.
No need for me to check your nest. I believe you.
Well, we are known for borrowing things, but it's such a cruel word. I mean, we eventually will give it back. But there's all sorts of weird. There's shiny bits of jewelry, no rings. There's a little bottle of alcohol in there. There's some sugary food. They know about the bandits, and they also know about the traps, but I believe you all found the traps. They know about the radish patch. They tell you that there's some hot springs close by, and they will tell you there is a temple. There is a temple guarded by a very mean bear. But we believe it is a temple to a god. We do not know the god's name, but the god is like an elk.
Would you like to add this to your collection?
What is it?
I dropped it on the map.
Ooh. Ooh, this is an amulet of one of the nasties. Yes, if you're willing to part with it, we will be friends for life.
Absolutely. I love making new friends.
We will help you in any way we can. But they basically, that's all they know of is they call the place the Temple of the Elk, which they believe is a temple, and it was basically a temple to, let's see, and opening the scene. Oh, okay. The Temple of the
Temple
Elk.
of the Elk sounds like a druidic temple.
It's a shrine to Aristil.
Yeah. I heard there was one of those in this area,
But
but I wasn't sure we were that close.
they can tell you where it is, but they say to beware, for there is a creature which once was a creature of nature, but is now corrupted, and they say it is like a bear, but not a bear, and it is very dangerous.
We might need to cleanse the area then.
Ooh, I may need to talk to that bear. Find out what his problem is.
Also, there is, like they said, there's some hot springs nearby. There's a radish patch. I think you've already found the radish patch, because didn't you find? Didn't
We
Yeah.
did. Yeah, the moon
Yeah,
With the
radishes.
moon radishes.
moon radish pie or moon radish soup?
Yeah.
And the traps. So you've encountered the traps, you've encountered the radish patch, you have not found the hot springs yet, and you have not found the Temple of the Elk. They obviously know about the dead trapper who made the traps that you ran into, and they do sheepishly admit to have killing him, but they had to do it to save themselves and other Fae in the area. And they will tell you there are lots of Fae in the area, but most of them, will not show themselves when people of your stature come walking through.
Please share with them that we're trying to rid the area of the lawless bandits.
That's the better way to say it than say bringing order. But yeah. So cool. So
Like
you
I
will
said,
actually
there's order and there's order.
order. Let's
And
see.
there's hors d'oeuvres.
Orders.
Have you
Orders.
seen a big mean boar?
I forgot I could actually drag them out onto the map.
I see a big mean boar. He told a bad story last night.
Not that one.
They
There's
have
boars and there's boars.
they have heard tale of Tuskgutter, but they do not know where Tuskgutter is located.
Any idea where we could find fangberries?
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun.
Ta-da.
Hold on, let's see. What the hell are you talking about, dude? Let's
Who put the
see.
dip in the dip to dip to dip?
My God. So if you go to the big map for a second, you should be able to click on it. They will tell you, of course, the Thorn River Bandit. So the Thorn River Bandits are actually in the hex to your southeast. And you guys have already been there. You reckon?
318.
318, yeah.
318. Yep, you've reconnoitered it. The Temple of the Elk is actually in the hex to your southwest.
Okay.
Let's see, the hot springs is actually here. So the hex to the west of the Temple of the Elk is the Frog Pond.
So we got a couple places down there to go look at.
They believe Tuskgutter is somewhere to the south. It's not in the row of hexes to the immediate south, but it's somewhere the next row of hexes. And let's see, Fangberries. They know that there is a thicket of Thangberries, but it's close to the lake. And the lake, of course, down here. So the thangberries are somewhere in this bottom row of the green belt before you get into the Tuskwater area.
I got an AFK for a minute. I'll be right back.
So
Okay.
hot springs are here. The Temple of the Elk is here. The Thorn River Bandit Camp here. And the only other thing they said, of course, is the old sycamore. Everyone knows where the old sycamore is. And they believe that it's possible it's been holed up, some kind of bipedal monster. They don't know what it is. Could be kobolds, could be mites, could be, goblins. They don't know, but something's holed up in the old, which is the one I'm clicking on right now.
4.20.
Correct. 4.20. Yeah.
All right. I believe next, we might have to camp here because you said because of the rain we could only get one hex.
Well, the rain and the fact that it's the woods, which is difficult terrain, so it's like a double whammy. So you actually want this.
Oleg's too
And
over.
and you figured that we were spending some time chatting with our new friends.
Exactly. Yeah. Oleg's is this one up here.
Okay.
Oleg's is 220.
So we can get there by tomorrow afternoon.
As long as it's not a rainy day, yes.
Okay, cool.
They will let you.
We do need to clear out our horses because even when we usually go, we don't think to look at the horses and clear everything out.
Yep.
Yeah. As long as and they'll let you keep camp here with them tonight. You won't have to. Basically, they'll get you food, and I mean, you can do like foraging if you want. You can do some of the other stuff, but
Yeah.
you won't have any encounters. In other words, they know this part of the woods, and nothing wild like Thassalines or bears would ever come into their grove. The animals know to stay away.
Well, cool. Then we'll party with the Fae and do a
That's-
little more entertainment.
That's what I was gonna say. Party with the Fae.
Woo!
You can have a Bachnal.
A party with the Fae.
Party with the Fae in the Bachnal way. Jubby, jubby, jub. Nebby, nebby, nay.
I'm gonna keep working on my backflips.
And who put
They'll
the
try
bop in the bop shabop shabop? Who put the
And they'll
ram in
try
the
to work with
ram
you.
ding dong?
Holy shit. It's sweet Troy.
I'd like to meet the man.
Hope my weather thing's not broken. That sucks. I really like the automatic weather stuff. But okay. So you guys will spend the day here. Troy, you've met a couple of Fae.
Do I backflip this time?
Where's Troy?
I thought I saw him pop in the chat.
Nope.
Oh, well, someone popped in the chat.
Nope.
It was you.
All right. Well, so you guys are going to camp here, I take it. Does anyone want to do any of your normal camping activities, or are you just going to let the Fae feed you and take
We'll
care
let
of
the
it?
Fae, feed us. We'll let them be good hosts and treat them sweetly and kindly and entertain them.
Are you not entertained?
All right. So it'll become night and they will watch over you, them and any other Fae that might be around. Ooh, and I guess I put a campfire on this one too. I don't know what that's there for, but cool. This lamp that's in their area actually at night turns on and it glows.
Turn off the lights, and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal.
Looks
I
almost
do.
like a Buddha statue.
I do need to move you through the day. So you guys will hang with them, tell stories, all that shit, and then you'll camp for the night. Everyone awakens well rested. Ooh, it's cold and snowing. Okay, my weather thing is not working, and that
Yeah, it is. It's snowing on the mini map. Not on the Stolen Lands map this time.
Rain
Well, that's
still.
That's not snow. That's rain that I manually turned in.
Oh,
Let's check something real
It
quick.
We
looks
wouldn't know.
creepy.
Let me try refreshing. Because one thing I like is when it turns the weather on, it also does the weather sounds. And I can make the weather come on, but I don't necessarily have the sounds associated with it, which is kind of cool. I like the ambiance. Yeah, I'm not going to lose a lot of time on it though. I'll wait for it to finish loading. So a snowy day, of course, is just like a rainy day. I mean, there's precip, it's cold. So it's another one of those days where
We can only move one hex essentially.
essentially, you'll finish exploring.
all right. Do we want to go south or do we want to head back to
Let's.
Oleg's
I,
and
I,
then come back?
I think we should unload our loot and
Yep.
reprovision anything that we need.
I agree. We'll go to Oleg's. So can we get across that short end of that one hex and get in the Oleg's hex and possibly get there by late this evening?
Yeah, I'll say you ride through the night. I'll have to do a check for a random encounter, obviously. Whoops. Don't
Right.
wanna do that yet.
Oh yeah, can we push and we just like end up fatigued or something like that?
Oh, you'd definitely be fatigued, but let's see.
But at the end of the day, if we end up at Oleg's, and we just say, you know what, we can just go ahead and take a day there or
We
something.
can rest in safety. Yeah.
There's some snow.
The beekeeper's on Prime. Hey, there's the snow.
No.
Looks almost like falling clouds.
But yeah, I had to turn it
What
The
is this,
sky
on.
is falling. The sky is falling.
Is this a Super Mario game or something? What's going on here?
Of course, it only falls on the hexes that we have explored.
Yeah, I'm seeing that
Yeah.
too.
Which is, that's kind of a cool effect. You're like,
Haven't
we've been
explored,
there,
how
so
would
we
you know
know
it's
it's
snowing?
snowing
Yeah, we-
there.
We don't know it's snowing where we haven't seen.
As we're leaving the woods, you see a couple of hunting spiders swinging from tree to tree, but since y'all are mounted, you can probably just ride on through and not have
Run
to deal with them.
Hey,
Go
Outpace
right on
them.
through to the other side.
I'm supposed to give you XP as if you had fought.
Oh, interesting.
On
Oh,
my
did we-
corgi, on my corgi.
Did we get any? Did we get any sort of experience for countering these Fae and not getting in a fight with them?
Yep, you would get XP for them as if you had fought them. And of course, while I had you on the same map, well, let's go back to the forest map real quick. Damn, I already took them off of there. Let's see. I can put them back on real quick. Let's see. First, let's get daytime back up. We will turn that thing off. And let's find our, oh, God. Let's find the thing so I can drag them back up on the map. Here we go. Boom. Boom. I will grab, let me get you all together so it's easier for me to.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me get that boom, boom, boom.
Don't roll initiatives. I'll just do it for everybody. Oh, cool. It's not doing the pop-ups on the initiative. Usually when I hit that button, it makes me hit the button to roll it.
Yeah.
So I'll begin
Oh, it's
the
not doing that anymore?
encounter.
That's nice.
At least not on mine. And I will end the encounter so I can give you XP. It's not horrible XP. It's not great XP, but
XP is XP.
all right.
We're done with the XP. Yeah, you know me.
Are you okay, Tim? Let's
No.
see.
I haven't been
Is he
okay in a
ever?
long time.
You all will be fatigued.
How's your face feeling, anyways?
Better.
That's good.
I still have my moments, but better by and large.
Everybody's fatigued, and we'll get back to Oleg. So let's get Oleg's back up on the map. Because you get there at night. Let's see. Kingmaker, Oleg's. Okay, where the Oleg's is here. There we go. View scene. It will be nighttime. And it will be snowing. So usually when the weather's up, it will keep the weather going from map to map. So I'm gonna have to double check that setting for sure because that's annoying.
There's Troy.
My God.
No, just Troy.
Some people have mistaken me for other,
Oleg's trading post. It's dark.
All right, you all are at Oleg's. You get there late at night. He suggests that you wait till the morning to talk seriously about this other stuff. About, obviously he's not going to do sales this late at night.
Right. No, I would simply ask him if he's had any run-ins or issues lately while we were
No,
out.
but isn't this the first time you've been back to Oleg since
Quite a while. Number of like more than a week probably.
right? But since you saved him, right? Isn't this the first time you've been back, or did you?
No, second time we've been back since then.
Yeah, I believe it's the second time.
So, because the first time you came back, there should have been this guy.
Yep.
Castangaris. Yeah, because you had to get some. That's when you got some quest. Because I believe he gave you a quest as well. Let's see.
Yeah, 6 bandits.
And yeah, the Fangberries, I believe, was when you met Bakken, right?
Yes.
You went to Bakken's place, but this time you come back, things seem, the guy Castangaris has got his guards there and everything, and I believe he gave you a quest too called Find Fulgrim. No, he did not give that to you, so he'll give it to you this time since he's a little more comfortable. There's an additional person there this time. Another traveler has arrived. It's this gentleman. And his name is Jihad Kavkin. He is a wandering druid of Aristil who claims he heard about the exploration charter and came to offer his truth. Came to offer his help. Everyone, if they want, I'll do a request this way. Let's see. Oh God, look at all these
Ask
people.
him if he's aware of the Temple of the Oak.
I think I'm going to remove the horses and riding dogs from this screen before I request skill checks. All right. Yeah, it had all the horses, all the dogs, everything. Everybody can make well, there is no sense motive anymore. I guess it's a perception check.
What's this dude's name?
Jihad. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to request the roll and it'll automatically do the roll for you. It's just quicker. Dominic, Fidget, and Raven all know that there's more to his story than he's telling, that it wasn't just the charter that brought him here and he didn't just come to offer us his help. There's obviously another reason why he's here, but he's obviously not telling you what that reason is. Yeah.
I'll talk to him as a fellow Aristil devotee.
Okay. Let's see. He will tell you that the other thing that brought him to town was he's heard rumors of lost temples to Aristil in the Stolen Lands. And he basically asks you, he says, I've had some weird dreams lately. So while you're out there exploring, I want you to keep your eye out for anything abnormal. If you do find such a shrine or temple to Aristil, I see a vision of an old temple guarded by something that's not quite a normal angry bear. I would, if you do find this temple, I ask that you cleanse it of this dark guardian, and then I would love for you to take me to see it. So yes, you have been given another quest, the Vision of the Elk quest by Jihad. And ironically, you just found out about a temple of Aristil that kind of meets that description. 7
Yep.
3.
Spell Jihad's name.
Jihad.
Sorry, I had to
That's
write down the
that's
quest.
Jihad.
JHOD. JHOD. Jod. It's probably Jod.
It's probably
not
Jod.
Jihad. Jod.
Or
Jod
Jihad,
Kefkin.
yeah.
But he is a druid of Aristil. And also, since Keston is like, well, you're obviously able to keep yourselves alive out there. He does, like I said, he does have like 3 other troops with him that came from Restov and Jamandi. But he says, while you're out there, since I know that you guys are out there a lot, let's see.
What was this dude's name?
This is Keston Garrus. He's the guy. Basically, Jamandi let Oleg know that she was going to send some protection. And when you all first arrived, he thought that you were the protection she had sent. But it turns out that, and then he was kind of disappointed when he found that you guys are king builders, right? You're out here to establish a kingdom, which he doesn't really want. Well, about a week after you all arrived, then Keston and a group of 3 first-level mercenaries arrived. So his only job is to guard Oleg's trading post. Until you can make it a kingdom, and then you'll be responsible for it. But go ahead.
Yeah, so he's just the leader of the little mercenary retinue that's guarding this place at the moment.
Right. And I don't know if I had you guys do this before, but now that you've kind of had a chance to meet him a couple of times, I will give you either a Brevoy lore or a society check to recall knowledge about something about Keston. And I don't know if I did this last time or not. You met him, but yeah, as you've heard the name Keston before, and you swear to God you recognize him. At least those of you from Restov. I don't remember how many of you are actually from this area. And how many of you are from either the Stolen Lands or Restov, and how many of you are from outside? But
Fidget does not remember.
Julie, society, yes.
I mean, I've been around.
I rolled a nat 20 on society.
So Fidget knows something. Picklock knows something, but Judy Lynn really knows the story. And Fidget swears that you remember that he used to be part of a circus troupe, and he was known for his trapeze act. But Judy Lynn says, no, no, no. And of course, she doesn't say this in front of him, but she remembers hearing about the hints of a scandal about Keston Garrus that forced him to take up a mercenary's life. That's what you knew on a success. On a critical success, Judy Lynn remembers hearing more, that it was an affair between Keston and a woman named Tanya, a weaver's daughter, that caused his exile from nobility. His father, Evan, a cousin of the Garrus family patriarch, disowned Keston, who then fled to Restov to seek work as a mercenary. He volunteered to lead the small group of soldiers to help guard Oleg's trading post after his own depression and shame grew too much to handle. Keston either hopes to make his name as the defender of a remote fort or die an honorable death fighting bandits and other dangers in the region. For now, he's basically a somewhat moody and morose guard. But he's a good guy. I mean, he's a decent fighter. He just has had some bad luck and made some bad choices. But as he obviously,
C'est la vie.
you've been around a couple of times. He will tell you while you're out there, I am ashamed to admit it, but I was robbed by a Varisian mercenary who worked with me a few months back. The man's name was Falgrim Sneeg. He robbed my group and fled into the Greenbelt to become a bandit. Keston hopes to catch him alive and return him to Restov for punishment. So that's another quest called Find Falgrim.
Okay. Does he want us just to tell him where Falgrim is, or does he want us to bring Falgrim back?
Well, his job keeps him at the fort. He can't really leave the fort.
Okay.
Or leave Oleg's. His job is to guard Oleg's, and he can't go out into the Greenbelt as much as he would like to. I mean, he's like, if you want to take over guard duty and give me free reign, but that's not in Jamondi's instructions. My job is to support you, not the other way around. But since you're going out there anyway, and I know they're out there he's out there somewhere. If you find him, I would ask that you bring him back alive, if you could.
We will certainly try.
And let's see if there's any more wanted posters. There's wanted posters, which usually are based on your level. Let's see, you've already got Tusk Cutter. You already know about the Kobolds and the Bandits. I think you've already gotten the Bandits one.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, we brought back like 6 Stag Lord charms or something and got a reward for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh. Okay, that one. That one might be. Let's see. Where in the hell is this one? Let's see.
I know nothing.
Hold on. Oh,
Sergeant Schultz.
you would think they would do
So-
these in the order they are. What's
So
that?
Picklock, since he was an acrobat, you should talk to him about maybe helping you with your backflip.
Hey, I did another backflip, but no, I was never told by the DM if I succeeded, and I rolled a 19.
Yes, you succeeded.
So there we go. See, I can do backflips, bro. That was just a bad roll. I was just off my
50-50
game.
chance.
Yeah, I was just off my game. But it worked. They laughed. And I don't know about his past, right? I just know that he's like a merc. I know of him and shit.
Right.
Unless
Where on earth is...
I want to start gossiping with Judy Lynn about his juicy love triangle.
I'm telling you, he was a trapeze artist.
What's up, baby?
What about this juicy love triangle?
There's a guard in this camp who was a noble. I don't care, she says.
20 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, there's supposed to be a quest, and it's not showing up here. Damn it. It's
Maybe
from
we're
the
not
book.
quite ready for it.
No, this has got all the quests, and for some reason it's not showing up. Wanted posters. Let's see. Oh well. Let me just open. I'll just look in the damn book. Hold on. Let's see. All right. What's the number of this book? Let's see. Why am I looking in Abomination Vaults? I want Kingmaker.
No idea.
Kingmaker, damn it. What page did I say that was? It's page 70. All right. Let's see. I think that's Stolen Lands. Let's see. No. Let's see. God, that's page 126. Where's page 70 at? All right, here we go. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. It's just not with the wanted posters, which is where it should be. 70. Dun, dun. I want you to have all your quests.
And we want to have all our quests.
Yeah, because they help you level faster. That one is 5th level. You guys just hit 3rd level. Let's see.
Yeah, that might be a little tough.
Ah, 3rd level. There is a wanted poster. You see wanted posters for shamble sap, a sticky fluid harvested from shambling mounds. It's from Bakken, your favorite alchemist, or actually it's Bakken and friends. A consortium alchemist will pay a bounty if you can harvest a usable amount of shamble sap from a dead shambling mound and deliver the fluid to them. So there is a quest called Wanted Shamble Sap. All right. So let's get you through the night. I think that's going to be all the quest for now. Ooh, it's time for Hero Point. There we go. Let's get you through the night. And then you can talk to the merchant in the morning.
Oh, you guys start at 6 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if I have this right, there's a hot spring we can search. There's an elk temple that we need to go search that has a corrupted bear. Kill it. Bring the druid there. And Bakken wants us to find shambling sap. Oh, and Creston wants to find a Falgrim Smeed. Right? That's all of our new quests.
Correct.
And we still need bangberries for Bakken,
Yeah,
Tuskgutter's head, the soot scale kobolds.
I have like
wedding band.
I have a subsection of my notes at the top that's just like the quests that we have, and then I just have like a bunch of notes after that.
I just have a notepad that I keep here under my keyboard.
Until somebody takes it again, and then you lose all your notes.
Yeah.
Are you serious? My God.
Rarely, but sometimes.
And don't call me Shirley.
He didn't. He asked if you were serious.
No, he went through a portal and died.
Hang on just a second, and we'll do the shopping experience. I listened to a game I found on YouTube yesterday or day before, and it was a party just hit 17th level, and it was one of those games where the DM like runs it and streams it, and the whole game was 2 hours of nothing but shopping.
Yeah, I suppose you're playing a game that long.
Your world seems to be taking a while to load.
Refer to this guide for troubleshooting possible issues.
Yeah, I had to I'm refreshing it again. I turned off the Kingmaker Tools module, which is the one that has the camping rules and all the weather stuff, and I'm going to turn it back on and see if that shakes it up because it's driving me crazy.
Gotcha.
Dun, dun.
But I would imagine when you get that high level and you've been playing that long and you finish a quest, you're gonna have all sorts of loot that you just want to sell and new magic items that you want to buy and stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing how much stuff they did. Let's see. Let's go.
What were they? Because they said it was like what, 19,000 or whatever. What?
Yeah, one of them had 19,000.
Yeah.
Didn't we
Was it
order some stuff from
5th ed or 4th ed?
No,
Pathfinder?
it's a Pathfinder 2nd edition group, and they're running Agent Cadets Watch. It's the same campaign that Rob was running us through when all hell went, when everything went to hell, where you're police and you're arresting and you're investigating. But yeah, they're about to go into the last module, and they just hit 17th level, and the one guy had 19K. And just some of the stuff that they were buying, They just qualify for Apex items. You can't get Apex items till your 17th level. And those are basically, I just turned it back on, so we should be about ready to go. They're the items that enhance your ability scores.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you start pushing past 18 on your abilities and stuff like
Right,
that.
but
Yeah.
they're not as powerful. They're not like +6 or +8. They either give you a +2 to a stat or they raise a stat to 18, whichever is higher. So it would kind of suck to put it on an 18. It only kicks you up to a 20. But if you like only have like a 10 in intelligence, it bumps your
Boom.
intelligence from 10 to 18.
All of a sudden, you're a super smart barbarian.
Or let's say you have a really dumb stat. You have like a 6. It literally goes from -2 to +4. I mean, it's just sick. So, all right,
Like if I'm a sprite with very little strength.
All of a sudden, you're super strong. Yeah, dude, that's wild.
We're going to kick it to daytime. And you guys can do your shopping. It's the next day. It's the 14th of Abydus.
I don't think I really need anything, but I've been dumping all sorts of stuff on that horse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's a
definitely
big
need
part
to
of it.
unload the pack horse.
Just sell all that crap and split the gold up between us.
So everybody look at the inventory on the pack horse and make sure there's nothing that got put there by accident or whatever.
I just took plenty of basic ingredients because we've got well over 100 and something of it.
Yeah.
So, I have plenty. I took 65 basic ingredients and then I took all the special ingredients off and put it on my character for now.
Looks like it's a sunny day, by the way.
It looks like there's still 8 special ingredients on the pack horse.
Can we sell that
It
shit?
should renew because I just took
No,
them.
it's gold. It's 0 gold for the special.
I only see basic ingredients. And
Just
even
dump it.
Let me close it and reopen it then.
I was saying even that stuff, I mean, I probably pull in more every time that we do it.
Oh yeah, I almost said don't bother. We have so much right now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Keep,
So
keep
we'll
a,
keep
keep a
the rations.
reasonable amount on there, yeah, and then just dump everything else if you don't need it.
How about like these 10 ever burning torches?
I took 2.
I think I have a couple also.
Make them go away.
If you can't see in the dark and you don't have them, take them. Otherwise, sell that shit.
I can see in the dark. That's why I'm trying to figure out why I have a couple in my inventory.
Just remember, he is set for the 50%. So don't sell any gems or anything, but any other things, magic.
Oh yeah, so don't sell the Stag Lord amulets then.
Can I sell the Stag Lord?
Oh yeah, I got one. I got one Stag Lord amulet on me. That's about all I really need to sell.
I carry nothing beyond what I need. I'm too little for
Yeah,
that.
we can sell pretty much everything on the horse except the feed and the rations.
Yeah, Chuck, can you take care of that?
What do I need to do?
Sell everything on the pack horse except feed and rations,
I'll
and
see if I can.
then just split the gold between everybody.
All
I
right.
didn't know whether you could make like a bundle and sell it all at once.
Let me find the pack horse. Let's see.
Or do we need to just like
Top.
look through the items and give you a tally or something?
I think there's a sell option. I think. Let's see. No, there's just delete. I don't see selling. Usually when you sell, what do? Drag it to the merchant?
No, you just go to the sell items tab and you click sell on each of the items you want to sell.
Okay, but where's the sell items tab?
If you're on the merchant,
Let's see.
you have to select the merchant and then say sell items.
Yeah, like I'm next to the merchant and I clicked on them and now I can sell the shit in my
All
bag.
right, let me move the horse next to him.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, can you like sell the stuff after the horse?
Let's see. I click on the merchant. See, I'm seeing the DM interface. I don't actually see a sell items option.
You want me to try to do it?
Yeah.
I wonder if one of us as a player can like pick the horse and then
gonna
pick
try
the
it.
guy.
It's because the horse is an NPC. That may have something to do with it too.
Yeah.
He doesn't use the same kind of character sheet you guys do. Let me look.
So if I want to sell the amulet, should I just delete it and up my gold by 3 or something then?
Well, I can change the settings on the merchant, but I don't want to do it until you guys have sold all the other stuff.
Yeah,
So-
it won't. If I click on the merchant, hit sell, it only does things from my inventory, not the horses.
Yeah, let's just total up the value of the stuff on the horse you want to sell, and then I'll give you guys that gold. And actually, don't know if I can give gold as the same way I give XP. I don't think I can.
No, but just tell us what the total is, divide by 2. I mean, and then
Yeah.
go.
Hold on, I'll do it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, you do it, Deb.
Because I got 3 amulets.
Y'all
And
can
3,
also. Everybody can sell their own individual stuff to the guy, and I'll
Yeah.
sell the stuff on the. And I'll look at the total of what's on the horse right now.
Yeah, I would recommend on amulets, just delete the amulets off your sheet and just give yourself
Get
3
yourself
gold for
3
each
gold.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just easier than the
Oh,
taking
I didn't know if we were going to try to split it up or whatever.
That's up to you guys.
Whatever. I took the amulet. The things I wasn't worried about that I couldn't carry, like all that armor and shit and spears that I hope are still on there. I just
Yeah, they're
stuck
on the
all-
horse. That's
I
that's
just-
what I did. That's what I
yeah,
did with it
just
too.
stuck that shit on the horse.
So, question: anybody need a +1 returning dagger? I will probably never use it.
No, but I know you guys were. What's What were the items we were all hot for in that other game that I should have?
The runes.
Yeah, the striking. No, not the striking rune is just the +1.
Well,
right?
the
Or
no,
is
the
that what I-
striking,
hello,
the
and
striking
thank you for the
rune is
follow.
the
Welcome
double
on
dice.
in on stage.
The
Yeah.
potency is the
Armada.
+1, +2, +3.
How
Are we
you
at the
tonight?
point where we can
Hopefully
start trying
all
to do some of
is
that
well and you're
bullshit?
having a good evening.
Yeah, I have a weapon potency rune in my backpack right now because we took it off and then we didn't have anything to put it on.
And welcome to the Kingmaker game. Kingmaker.
But I don't think we can buy striking runes yet. I think that's 4th.
Yeah, I think that's
I mean, it could
fourth
be 3rd,
level.
but I think it's 4th level.
Gotcha.
Pretty sure it's 4th. Well, I mean, theoretically, you could buy it whenever you have the gold, but normally it's a 4th level item with a strike.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing that says you can't buy 4th level runes. What usually keeps you from doing it is if you can't buy a 4th level item in a 3rd level town.
Right.
If the town only has up to 3rd level items or it's a level 3 settlement, they're not going to have level 4 items.
Correct.
And Oleg's kind of scales with us, I assume.
Kind
a
of.
thing.
Well, once you
Yeah.
become a kingdom,
Yeah.
assuming you're going to use his camp as either a town or as a, as a refuge, then it will scale with your kingdom. Yes. Hell, the other group hasn't done it yet, but you can actually use kingdom money you can use kingdom resources to
Thanks,
enrich your own
baby.
pockets.
Ooh.
All right, guys. I am selling 15 Stag Lord amulets, so if you need money, let me know.
Yeah, it's like 45 gold, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had one. That's up to you if you want to split all that.
Well, I was just carrying those and throwing all the armors on the pack horse whenever I looted the bandits, and so they didn't have any weight, so I never worried about throwing them on the horse.
I always leave it up to parties how you want to handle party leadership and loot division, but those are usually 2 big conversations you should have pretty soon if you haven't already. How do we want to divide loot so it's fair and everybody feels it's equitable? And hey, if we get a really cool magic item and only one person gets it, do they get a lesser share of the treasure? Do we figure the cost of the item and deduct that from their share of the loot? And in some cases, they may actually owe us money because it's such an expensive item. You have to work all that stuff out. But I did not get involved.
What's
In
mine is
my-
y'all.
Yeah,
The better equipped you are, the better I survive.
That's my thought too. Like, since we're a group trying to start this big kingdom, all that crap that we pick up, unless you specifically want it and you snatched it up, just fucking sell that shit, split the money,
Hey,
upgrade
Chuck,
whoever.
since we rested, we're not fatigued anymore, correct?
Yes, I believe you can remove it from yourself.
Yes, we can. I just wanted to make sure before I removed it.
Yep.
Just upgrade whoever needs to be upgraded at the time, so we can kick ass more. Like, that's my thought. I don't really care.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
here's the
I've got
passport.
I've got the money that I can buy some things for anybody that needs it.
Yeah, let's kick name and take ass. I mean, what?
Deb? What'd you say, Crazy Deb? Deb said something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, I said I cleared the pack horse, but I accidentally took off his feet, so I need to try to put it back on.
All right.
All right, I guess I have to go to like the journal to buy the feed to put it back.
It should be on the merchant.
Yeah. I
If
guess
you sold it to the merchant, it should be on the merchant,
No,
but I
I
don't
can't.
see it.
You couldn't sell anything from the horse,
Oh, okay.
so I just figured
then
out all
yeah,
the gold
just
pieces for it. I figured out the
yeah.
wealth, what everybody's going to get, which I'll tell everybody in a sec, and then I cleared everything off the pack horse, and except I was going to keep the rations and the feed on the pack horse.
Well, you kept the rations, right?
I kept the rations, but I accidentally deleted the feed.
So I'll get him feed. Do you remember how much it was?
He had 72 feed.
All right. So,
Nope, sorry. That was one of the ration sheets. He had 27 feed.
all right. So I'll add a feed to him. And then I'll turn it to 27.
All right, and then from what was on the pack horse, everybody gets 49 gold pieces, 5 silver pieces, and 7 copper pieces.
Hold on.
Okay?
Okay, so
49.57.
Yep.
All right, guys. I kind of have a lot of gold for a third level
All right,
character.
so 49 platinum.
Wow, I didn't get that much gold.
Oh, Chuck. Just an FYI, I have that feat that is a blade ally, which each day I can put on a weapon, vitalizing, ghost touch, returning, or shifting. So every day I'm going to be putting ghost touch on my longsword.
All right. And this is a feat.
This is a feat. Yep. So I'm just putting it on my longsword, and if I want to change it to shifting or something like that, then I can just change it myself. But
All right, now I'm going to put those special ingredients and off my sheet back onto the horse.
Okay. Cool. You guys go ahead and shop. Take whatever you want. And then I assume you're going to probably spend the night at Oleg's, or it's in the morning. So as long as you get your business done pretty quick, it's a sunny day. You could probably go back out and start doing stuff.
Sunny
So does anybody
days.
need anything?
Enjoy your life right now before you get stuck with kingdom turns.
Those are fun.
I know, but once you get into them, then you're kind of on a time schedule.
It's true.
All right, I'm buying another potency room just so we have it.
Okay.
Does anybody need healing pots?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
No,
I have plenty.
I have plenty
have
on my
3.
horse and on me.
I have 4 minors and 2 lessers. I'm thinking about getting a couple more lessers. Those are what, 12?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lesser is 12, minor is 4. Chuck, if you want to put a couple more moderates in there, I'm going to buy a moderate.
All right. Is he out of moderates?
He
Got
has
one.
one. I'm about to buy it.
All right. Hang on. Let's see.
That's the first time I've seen one of our merchants with a moderate. So
Yeah. That's actually a level 6 item, but yeah.
wow.
I figure it's a consumable, so if you guys want to.
Didn't
Yeah,
we
plenty.
ask him to get something last time we were here? I thought we did, but I don't remember for sure.
What'd you say, Mike?
I said, didn't we ask him to order something for us? And he said it would be like a week before it would come in.
Possibly, but do you remember what it was?
No, because I moved since then.
Sorry, dude. I'm not that good at taking notes.
Yeah.
Those kind of notes. I usually figure it's the players want it, they're going to remember it. I do
Yeah,
remember
I
saying
don't
something like
remember
that.
either.
I thought we had ordered something. I just don't remember what it was.
Was it a recipe for something, or was it a?
I don't know.
I mean, I want to say that we had requested
Here it comes.
runes,
It might have been
like
what kind
like
of rune?
weapon potency or striking runes or something like that, because it's not something he would normally carry. That we asked him to get some for us.
He could
Yeah,
probably get some potency runes, but I don't think he can get striking runes because I
Yeah,
think
he has potency runes already.
yeah, he has 3 of them because those are level 2. I believe striking runes are level 4.
All right, last chance. Does anybody want a +1 returning dagger?
No thanks.
Selling it.
All right.
If I can just find it again. There it is. Armor is at the top and weapons are on the bottom for some reason. All right, well, that's all I need. Does anybody need anything? Last chance.
No.
All right.
I
You guys,
I can't think of anything that I need.
you guys going back out the same day?
Yes.
All right. So we go back to the Stolen Lands map. Where to? It's a sunny day, so you could do 2 hexes on the plains and a full hex in the forest.
Let's head to here.
Let's head for the Elks Temple.
All right. So I'll say.
So let me ask you guys a question. Do you want to go through the 2 forests to get there? Or do you want to come down this way and go around where we haven't explored yet?
Let's go down around where we haven't explored yet.
Okay. So we'll head here, Chuck.
Might as well.
Oakley dokley, neighborinos.
It's a nice day. We can go 2 hexes today. So
Hang on.
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
So where are you going again? I'm sorry, I was getting the game as you're
319.
doing it.
319.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're kind of sticking to the woods. Let's see. 319. I think you've reconnoitered it, but
Nope.
let's. Ooh. You have not, but you have reconnoitered this one. So you'll ride through this one. And then you'll be
And then-
reconnoitering this one. Hold
Right.
on. And let's see, you're riding. So let's do a random encounter check.
Random encounters.
Oh, I had you all in the green belt. Well, no, I guess you're back in the green belt when you get there. So
Yeah.
that's cool. All right. This is going to be an interesting encounter. Let's see. You're back on the plains. So let me get a plains map. That one will work. Make sure you guys are already on it. You are not. This is a new map. All right.
Woo woo. Something new.
Aw, yeah.
All right. So you guys are going to be on horseback. Who is this? Is that Shimmy? Oh no, it's my little orange boy, and he's going into his little bed. All right.
Garfield's going to bed.
So you're riding along. We'll assume you're on your horsies. On another plains map, there's a nice little stream off to the left. And you see standing kind of across your path 3 of these.
Bandits.
They are bandits, but they're dressed differently and they're not wearing kind of the matching livery of the bandit lords. You think these are probably independent bandits or they're not affiliated with the Stag Lord? Maybe a little bit better equipped, so maybe they've had better luck than the Stag Lord bandits, but they're kind of standing across the way. Now you guys are on horseback. What are you going to do? Are you going to try to keep riding by? Are you going to,
Trample them. Are you gonna stop?
what are you going to do? Yeah.
Nah, this is our land. We're supposed to be policing this land. Let's go ahead and
What's your intentions on our land?
I'll
to
ride.
those
I'll
there.
ride to there and stop.
I need to know if you're going to remain mounted or if I need to bring your horses out or.
I mean,
for
my
now-
corgi should pretty
for
much
now, I'll
always be
stay
with me
mounted.
because I won't dismount
Oh,
unless
you're-
I absolutely have to.
You're fucking.
My
Because with the
pony.
corgi, I can actually, have a move speed of basically 40.
I'm
You're
I'm gonna move up to there and dismount.
You're
Say
riding a corgi now?
I have a
Yeah,
corgi familiar, yes.
Nice, dude.
They're
I'm
like,
riding my little pony.
hey, hey, you're riding across our lands. Pay the toll.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
and just like that, flames leap up from my hands.
Yeah. This is our land.
A toll is a toll, and a
toll.
roll is a roll. We don't get no toll.
We going straight into combat.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna try intimidation.
Okay.
I'm
Well, are you going to use intimidation as your initiative roll, or are you just going to try to intimidate them?
I would like to try to intimidate them first.
All right, so click on the one in the middle is obviously the leader, and attempt your intimidation. You know, I know what's missing.
Ugh,
death metal music.
You have 2 hero points.
yeah, that's true.
They're
Yeah, why not?
laughing at you now, bud.
Why not? Oops, wrong way. Yeah, that was the first one was
Much
better.
better.
Did you, because there's a thing called coerce, I believe.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't think about looking on the skills thing or the
yeah,
action.
remember in Pathfinder, everything's an action.
Yes.
Not normally,
I'm
not just
sorry.
a skill roll. Yeah, that way it'll automatically do the comparison for me. Plus, I'm being
Okay,
nice
so
because
there's demoralize, and what did you say there was on here?
coerce. You're probably going for
Coerce.
You're probably going for demoralize.
Demoralized.
Yeah, I
Coerce
think
is
so.
actually like a few minute round or a few moments to try to have them do something for you instead of, and you're trying to go, no, get the hell out of here. Demoralize.
I click on demoralize, it comes up with select language, and then it's the button says boo.
I love their sense of humor sometimes.
Paizo kicks ass. Let's see.
I don't think that's Paizo. I think that's Foundry.
Okay, so suddenly he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. Pardon me, Lord. We didn't recognize you. Please feel free to pass. There is no toll for your Majesty."
You mean no toll ever from this point on, is what you meant,
Yeah,
right?
this is our land, so
Yeah, we've been meaning to move on to Numeria anyway. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be heading on off. Y'all have a nice day now. What?
Sense motive.
Go for it. There should be a sense motive action or something.
yes.
You believe that they are definitely leaving. And probably leaving the country. One look at Fidget and his words, and he definitely got through to them.
Good
what,
job, Fid.
What are you going to do? Are you going to fight him or let him?
No, let them run.
If we see you on this land again, we're not going to be nice.
You
At
will
all.
die.
You're gonna die, clown.
Chuck, I always forget to do this in the morning,
What's
but
that?
I'm going to go ahead and so you're going to see a spell jump up there. I'm going to cast Mystic Armor on myself. I always forget.
Okay, that's cool.
Does it
Warriors,
last all day?
come out and play, yay! All right. So you take care of them and get rid of them. You reconnoiter this land. And let's see, this is a hidden one, so I will throw out both Hills lore and perception. Everybody can roll one of those two if they want. They're in chat.
I will do perception. I do not have Hills lore. I have Mountain lore. Does that count?
Yeah, this actually counts as Hills. Wow.
How come
Okay.
theirs all went private. Did you have to select private? I didn't even look to see if it
No, it's coming out. You have to actually select blind GM.
Okay.
Either way, we have at least one critical success and two successes. Those of you, as you're exploring, you notice a rocky crag juts from the hills here in the hills. Judy Lynn does not notice this, but everyone else does. At the crag's base is a 5-foot wide crack that can be spotted while reconnoitering. The crack opens into a 20-foot deep crevice that widens into a 30-foot diameter cave. Is anybody going to go down and check it out?
I think we should, since we're reconnoitering and exploring.
I'd like to know
Okay.
what's in the cave.
Who all's going down in there?
As long as it's not man-made, it's for me.
Well, whoever goes down in the cave can either make a nature or a mining lore check. You do have to be trained in nature to make the check.
M train.
Now, okay, so it's not really that far down. They don't need a rope to get down there.
I figure you're not in a combat situation. It's a 20-foot deep crevice.
Okay.
You guys are gonna lower each other down, and
I'll lower everybody down. Exactly. So that would be probably more of an athletics check, and I'm expert in
And
athletics.
if Dominic is staying up top to help us down, I'll go first.
So far, Raven and Fidget don't really notice anything about it. Is anybody else going down?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, you can make a nature or a you can only make I don't think anyone has mining lore, so I'm going to get rid of that one. But anyone that can make a nature check that wants to, that is trained.
Sure, trained. Okay.
Are you trained?
Terrain, turn around, terrain.
Actually, if you will, see the nature check in the chat?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, click on that one, please.
And make it blind.
Yep. Change it to blind DM.
Yeah.
Thank
Calling
you.
him a blind GM, that's messed up.
Nothing to,
Ooh, well,
nothing to see down here. Nothing to
thank
see.
God, one person noticed. Actually, Judy Lynn and Picklock both noticed. You recognize the cave wall directly opposite the entrance is sparkling slightly, and you realize it is a vein of gold ore.
Whoa.
If you
Whoa.
were to claim this hex and establish a mine here, it would double the output of the mine. So you would get a double output gold mine. That's something you can do once you become a kingdom. So
Okay.
this hex is a potential gold mine.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, it won't let me put the spell on myself from this screen
Well, no,
because I can't target myself.
well, that's okay because you're
So-
going to be camping probably here. So let me find, I think I've only made one hills map so far, but let's see. Oh, I've made 3 hills maps. Very nice. We'll activate this one. I don't think you have any characters on it yet, but
You
that
do
can
not
be
own any
fixed.
token with vision in this scene. Thank you for playing.
Okay, now you should be able to target your character.
Well, if we're camping, I'll wait till morning.
Yep.
All right, I will pop up the camp thing and share it. Okay, so you guys can do your thing. Tim can
Yep, let me
prepare
start.
the campsite. Yep. You find a serviceable spot, so you succeeded but did not critically succeed. That's okay, though.
Oh, my story sucks again.
Once again, may we recommend you don't tell us about the day we just had.
Critical success on the jib, though.
I don't see the camping sheet. I'm sorry.
Do you see it now?
Nope.
I've shared it. It must be behind something.
What I did to alleviate that, Deb, if you find it behind one of your other sheets, I made it full screen top to bottom, not side to side, but top to bottom. And none of my other windows are top to bottom, so whenever it pops up, I can always find it.
Did you find it now, Deb?
Nope, that didn't work.
I've shared it multiple times. Everyone else is seeing it. Huh.
Refresh, maybe?
Yeah, try an F5.
Yeah, it's taken a while.
That's okay.
All right, try sharing it now. Got it.
Okay, cool.
It's for jeweled rice again.
Okay. Looks like you succeeded. So everybody, I'll mark off the. Ooh, it says you do not have enough ingredients. You might need to.
Oh, I
Because
put them back on the
they're
horse.
on the pack horse, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
if you can move them back to your
Critically
inventory.
failed.
But you still get 3 ingredients.
Yep. I must have rolled a 1. I think that's the only way I could critically fail that.
Let me know when you've got them on your.
They're on my inventory
At
now.
Well,
least
no
when you
doubt.
critically fail, you don't poison us or something.
Gotta.
That
No, he's
you
gathering food, so
know of.
he's gathering bad food. No,
The pack horse isn't here.
Okay.
If you go up to the characters tab or the actors tab,
Oh, that's
open the
right.
party
I'll do
mounts, you can get it through there.
Sorry, I'm trying to open a book here too. Let's see.
so did we get rid of one of the riding dogs then?
I didn't think you did.
No, I mean there's still 2 that are listed in there, but I mean we could just have the extra at the moment.
Oh, sure, sure.
Of course, so I'm looking in the party mounts as I'm just looking at the actors tabs, and Picklock's riding dog looks like it's being mounted by something. And when I say mounted,
It is.
I don't mean to ride. I mean to ride.
And I mean,
Oi!
it's a goblin.
If you look at like
Stop
the
looking
little
at my-
picture,
Stop looking at my dog like that.
I mean I like nature, but I don't like nature like
I
that.
thought goblins hated dogs anyway.
Yeah, but they're good at riding them, which I don't understand.
That's kind of funny.
Ugh.
Ooh, Deb, the fish on a stick would be good. We can travel for 18 hours a day and not be fatigued.
It looks like you might be short on rations too. Are you guys out of rations?
Did they end up getting sold off the pack horse?
No, I just have to pull them off the pack horse.
Yeah, because it's looking in your guys' inventory, not the horse's inventory. I can't really add the horse to you guys either because then it does weird stuff.
You can just assume that we have plenty
Yep.
because
Alright.
we have over 30 rations, not including the 6 I just pulled.
I know you have it, but I want to be able to use the button that lets me remove it from you. So,
All right.
because someday you may run out. Okay, I'm going to apply the meal effects to everybody. Two for difficult terrain. So forest is considered.
How many special ingredients did that use?
That used no special ingredients, just 5 basic and 5 rations. That's what jeweled rice uses, is 5 basic and 5 rations.
Then I'm putting them back on the horse.
All right, does anybody else, did everybody do their thing? Yep,
Yep.
looks like everybody did their thing. Everybody should have their meal thing. Let's see, there is no first check. Oh, actually, I get to check for all 4 of your, let's see, just because. Okay, no encounters during that, so we just do a nighttime encounter. So let's do this. No, I don't want to reset the fog of war. There we go. And let's do a check during the watches. You guys a hot camp or a cold camp?
Hot camp.
Yeah, I cooked, so I guess it's hot.
It doesn't really matter because there's no encounters throughout the night. So the night goes,
Uneventful.
you guys are well awakened, well rested. It is rainy and it is not cold. So it is a rainy day. So you'll only be able to do the one hex, and let's make it daytime again. Yeah, there's something going on with the weather thing. It's not working.
I mean, maybe they updated it for the new module, and
Yeah,
and
because
it broke it for the old one.
that's what I can think of. Yeah, I threw a bug in there in the Forge page, but nobody's commented on it yet. I have a feeling that's what it is. I bet you they've updated it for V12 and it probably broke it for V11.
Yeah,
So
there was a feature that they moved into the base game that, or they changed the name or something that now is going to cause issues because when you
Which
updated the module,
sucks.
yeah, it's
kind of sucks because I don't want to have to manually do the weather, and of course the sounds. You know, I have to manually add the sounds, which just adds more work to whenever I open up a new scene. So
That's okay. I don't listen to any of it. I have all your funky sounds turned off.
well, that just sucks. That's just rude, man.
It gets in the way.
Well, just for that, I'm gonna turn the rain on and. All right. So, what else, my friends?
Time to break camp and continue south.
I think it's time for us to explore. Yeah, big summer blowout.
Keep your personal problems to yourself.
I didn't say big summer blowjob.
So
That
we're
would
going to
not-
419 next,
All right.
which does have a river flowing through it. If we have an encounter and you have to put a map up.
All right. So let's reactivate this map. There we go.
419. Here we come.
419. Oh, so you're going to go down and then back up, right?
Yeah, there's no sense in going
Down,
through hexes we've
over, and
already
up.
explored.
Agreed.
And
Yes.
since it's raining, even on the plains, you would only be able to do one hex anyway. So
All right.
Correct.
let's do this. Let's save. What's weird, did not have any encounters last night. Let's move you to that hex.
Just remember,
Let's-
the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains.
No random encounters. Okay. So here you get to a point where the river, the Thorn River, winds through a 20-foot deep gulch here, nestled between a pair of rocky hills. An old wooden bridge spans the gulch, allowing passage over the river, provided not too many creatures attempt to cross it at once. Looks like the bridge could probably support one medium or two small, but anything more than that at a time, and it is possible it could collapse.
So one person and their horse across at a time.
Correct.
Well, I would probably volunteer to go first. That way, He can
How
go
far is
on-
it? You said 20.
Yes, 20, I believe.
I'll go last to provide crossbow cover.
It's a 20-foot deep gulch nestled between rocky hills. The bridge is probably longer than 20 feet. That's
I'm
how
gonna say,
deep the
right.
gulch is, yeah. Okay, you guys carefully cross the bridge one at a time. Look under the bridge. There doesn't appear to be any trolls there. So you are good to go. Let's see.
And we'll make note of this from when we do finally establish a kingdom, that we get something out here to
More of a
fortify this bridge.
more of a permanent type situation instead of this rickety old.
Yeah.
Yep,
or
yep.
repair it or whatever.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see. Hold on.
Holding on.
Holding on. Perfect.
Is it?
It is perfect. Okay, so let me get a map here. You're in the hills. I'm probably going to use the same hills map again. Actually, we'll use this one. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, let's see. I'm preparing the map, so bear with me. All right, let's see. Let's see what the book says. Hold on. Okay, cool. You guys are looking for a place to camp, actually. It's late afternoon. You've done most of your reconnoitering, and actually, I'm going to move you guys up here. When suddenly you're approached by a dog.
Ooh, let the dog out.
Who let the dog out?
Let's do this.
Is this the dog approaching us?
Yes.
I just want to make sure that wasn't somebody's riding dog.
Well, it is a riding dog, but it is a dog approaching you. And I'm going to put a picture of the dog in Discord.
Wow.
As you travel through the stolen lands, a mangy dog emerges from the undergrowth to bark and whine at you in an obvious attempt to attract your attention. The dog dances on its paws, turns to take several steps away, then turns back to you and steps forward again to bark and whine over and over again.
Follow.
Anybody that wants can make a nature check. And I don't have a prompt for this, so you can just roll a nature check.
Now,
Oh, no.
I do have, as a druid, obviously I have some abilities to kind of gently commune with beings. Am I able to kind of determine anything more than what we know?
You could try to befriend the dog, but Fidget, and I think you guys already know this, but anyone who makes a DC 15 nature check realizes the dog wants you to follow him. And
Yeah.
Fidget definitely rolled high enough for that.
Yay, Fidget finally got a nature check.
But as you approach it, it looks like Raven probably tries to approach it. It races off into the undergrowth, but takes care to pause and look back now and then at you to make sure that you are following.
Okay. We
We're
follow.
following.
The dog starts heading this
Holy
way.
crap.
What?
He's booking it.
Well, yeah. It brings you over to like the foot of the hill. Let's see. As you follow the dog, it takes you to a man who's lying between a pair of boulders with several bloody makeshift bandages patching painful looking wounds. He appears to be unconscious, though it looks like he bandaged himself. The anxious dog rushes to his side to look nervously at his face. So obviously the dog was bringing you to this person here. Here's what this guy looks like, except he's obviously unconscious.
I'm gonna treat wounds.
Let me put him, hold on, let's put him at,
You want me to? I mean, I do have a lay on hands. I could do.
I'm gonna treat wounds.
Okay.
I'll say I also have natural medicine if we need it, but we don't need too many doctors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all guard me.
okay, so you do it to him, you apply healing. He is no longer unconscious, he's just badly injured. And let's see. Oh, and everybody, I'll just do this. Hold on. Oh, and I got to get the corgi on this map. Is the corgi on the map?
No, I don't believe it is.
I'll bring the corgi on the map. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do this. I believe this is perception or nature. Let's see. This is something out of a different book, so this isn't actually in the Kingmaker module, but I think it adds to the game, so I'm doing it. Let's see.
Cool.
Oh, it is that. Okay, so hang on. So if it sounds like I'm winging it, I kind of am. Let's see. Players. Come on. Here we go. We're going to remove the corgi. The corgi familiar can do it too. I'm requesting a roll from all of you all in chat. Only Picklock, if you look in the chat, there's a request for perception check.
Pushed a little die and it rolled like a secret thing.
Huh. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Enough of you roll. Everybody roll, but it shows that he didn't roll. I'll just...
Yeah, like I saw die fly on the screen, but all the numbers were question marks.
Weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You got pretty good hearing. It was a pretty low DC. All of you, except for the corgi, hear as you're here talking to the guy, you hear the sound of something large but distant crashing through the underbrush and periodically bellowing in anger.
Pulling some flames.
As you bring him to, the man sits up and says, "Whoa, who are you, friend or foe?"
Friend. Hence the healing.
I am Dominic. We have starting to clear this land out. So we saw you injured. Your dog actually came up and
Good dog.
helped us find you, and hopefully we healed you a little bit.
All right.
You were unconscious.
Everybody can click on him and do the make an impression. Anyone who's talking to him. Doesn't have to be everyone in the party. If you're not good at charisma, you might not want to do it. But anyone who wants to try to make an impression can go ahead. I know it says it's a exploration activity, but make sure you click on him and try to make an impression. Thank you, Deb. I took it.
I will let others. I know people in the area may not be as fond of Fae as you guys are.
Ooh, fidget.
Where do I find make impression?
It's if you click on your, do you have the little actions tab in your macros?
Yes.
Click on your token, click on the macros. I believe you have to click on the exploration.
Yes.
So the second tab, you'll notice at the
Oh,
top,
there it is.
yeah, and then you can click on him and do make an impression. Just make sure you're clicked on his token before you actually do the roll.
I am, because I just got done healing him.
All right, so you he especially looks at Fidget and says, I apologize for my rudeness. It is my culture not to trust others on myself and my new companion for most of my life. And I just met my new companion, and the dog just kind of does a little circle and like a little dance, like he knows he's being recognized. He says, I've been on my own for so long, I am not very trusting. He says, however, you obviously have healed me, and he nods to the healer. Thank you for that. You probably will want to clear out, however. My prey, I can hear my prey coming and is almost upon us. And I do not want to repay your kindness with violence or death.
Trust me when I say we're capable of helping if you would like assistance.
Well, you do not know what my prey is. My name is Ekendayu. My prey is a troll named Kargad, who I've been tracking for several days. Unfortunately, he got the better of me. I managed to get away from him and bandage myself, and apparently I fell unconscious. I do not know if you have ever fought his like before, but trolls are vicious creatures and very dangerous. They can rend a man limb from limb.
As we are here to claim this region as a kingdom, we would be most interested in helping you clear out this troll.
As you're talking to him, you now realize that you can all hear something massive coming from the southeast, and it's very loud, and you can obviously hear it now. He says, very well, I appreciate your healing, but we must prepare for the creature. It is almost upon us. I can tell you, how many of you are familiar with trolls?
I hear they're ugly.
Not so much.
I
We
might know a
faced
little
one-
bit, but
we
I've never
faced
fought
one
one.
in the initial fight of this campaign. We fought one, remember? In the back
Oh,
hall
at,
of the.
I think
Oh,
that
at
was a
Jumanji's
giant.
house.
Yeah, I don't think we
fought a troll.
That was
I don't think we-
Tim's game.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
There was a giant named Kargstad that I believe you fought.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask him, since you know the trolls so well, what are their weaknesses? What are their, I mean, as we prepare, what can you tell us about this troll in itself? Other than it being ugly and stupid.
They are massive creatures. Their greatest strength is that they can only be harmed by fire and acid permanently. If they take, and that seems to be why he's looking at you. It's like he senses the fire on you. He says, if they take damage from normal weapons or even magic weapons with no fire or acid, they will just continue to heal, and they will eventually even come back from death. They cannot be truly killed without fire or acid. However, fire and or acid will stop their regeneration for one round, and if you can kill them while they're not regenerating, they stay dead. The only other thing about them that is extremely dangerous is if they hit you with both of their claws. If they hit you with 2 consecutive strikes, they will rip your flesh and do quite a bit more damage. They also can attack you when you try to run by. They're very good at reacting to actions near them. So do not cast magic within their reach, or they will make you pay for it.
Fire is my element. And I'll pull fire into both hands.
And as you finish kind of speaking that sentence, off in the distance, or you can see him on the map, you see this coming towards you.
Ooh, ugly.
Oh, Jesus.
It goes, man, I will kill you, man. And he's really not speaking English. You just hear the word man. I don't know if anyone speaks his language or not.
I doubt it, but maybe. Nope.
Nope.
Yes, he's speaking
I do
in a
not
very
speak wingding.
guttural. He's speaking a very guttural language. And with that, you realize you are in combat. And do you want the corgi in the initiative or not?
No, because I mean, I think as a familiar, it would just be with me, basically.
I don't even know if it would include your corgi anyway, honestly, but here we go. But I will include Ekandayu and the corgi, or Ekandayu and the dog.
His puppy. Yep.
He just calls it the dog. He obviously has not named it. All right. I have requested initiative rolls.
I will yell up top of my lungs saying, come get me. Intimidate.
That's fine.
Smite me, oh mighty smiter.
Okay, everybody has done it. I'm beginning the encounter. Ekandayu is first. You see, he has a very large, very handmade custom bow. It's not magical or anything, but it was obviously made with great love and care. So the first thing he'll do is, hold on, target. He will hunt prey. So he's designated the troll as his hunted prey. That's an action. I'm going to assume he had already picked up his longbow and has a arrow sheath. So, okay, he will target it and he will take a strike at it. And perhaps it is fate. He critically hits it.
Nice.
He kills it, end of encounter.
Mhm.
3,000 experience
Damn.
each.
So I will reveal his attack roll. And I will reveal his damage roll. And did it include the hunted prey? Let's see. It must have, because it had the D8 and the deadly for the bow. Plus, I think that's for his hunted prey, so I think it did it. Let me roll the damage and see. It must have included the hunted prey, because the bow normally only does a D8 and it crit. So yep, it had the hunted prey included. Excellent. Whoops.
Damn it, he died again.
As usual. Damn it. All right.
Healed him just so he could die shooting his own arrow.
There we go.
What you didn't realize is he has the boomerang arrows.
Okay, he damaged with his crit. The bow did deadly damage. The bow did 26 points. It did like 3 times 2 for the crit. It did 7 points for hunted prey, and then it did an extra D10 for the deadly on the bow. It took 26 points of damage, and it is barely injured.
Yep.
And he will take a second shot. Let's see. And that is a critical miss.
From critical hit to critical miss.
And he will advance the tracker to Judy Lynn.
Now, what is it that they said about magic with this guy?
What do you mean?
I don't think it's magic. I think it's fire.
Fire and acid.
He won't die unless we burn or melt him.
I thought you said something about using magic on him and you'd regret it or something.
Oh, he has attacks of opportunity, so don't fucking cast.
Don't,
next to
don't
him.
cast in
don't
front
do
of him.
magic
Yeah.
near him.
I was like, don't do it from right next to him. Gotcha.
Yeah. 'Cause he'll
Yes,
fuck you up.
That's a DM gimme telling you the trolls have attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, if I'm up right next to him anyways casting magic, something has gone terribly wrong.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Although I do have a new spell of animal form. I could turn into an ape.
There goes your cleric. Don't worry, fellas. I got this. Oh, hell.
Get him with that noodle dart. Or do you got something else?
No, that's it for the moment.
Needle
That
dip,
is a
needle
that
dip,
is a
needle
hit.
dip.
Let me do the damage. Oh, and there is one thing I noticed. This one DM I watched, this one group that's running Kingmaker, the DM actually advances the tracker on all initiatives instead of the players. Now, the only advantage of that for me would be, oh, and I got to apply the damage. Hold on, from the needle darts. There we go. The only advantage of that for me is then I could do things like apply damage. Because sometimes you guys advance the tracker before I apply damage and it screws things up. And I end up applying the damage to you. Just a thought, I kind of like you guys hitting it yourself, but every now and then you'll forget and then I have to remind you and I always feel kind of sheepish doing that. But we'll leave it the way it is unless you guys really like the idea of me advancing it.
No, just tell us when you're ready. You know, kind of thing. He's like,
Just remind us.
yep. I'm saying, hold on a second. Okay, now advance. And we can do it.
If we forget, say, come on, dummy.
I would tell you to watch it too because it's an amazing podcast, but I can't because spoilers.
Right.
They're way ahead of you guys where they are. Okay, Picklock, you're up.
All right. Am I still
Keep
mounted?
Are you what?
Mounted? Were we mounted still when we came
I'm
up on
assuming
this
you
dude?
guys dismounted because remember you've been talking to Ekandayu for
Oh
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
at
And
least a
healing
minute
him.
or two, yeah.
Well,
So I'm
the healing
assuming
was
you
what, 10?
all dismounted. I
Got
assume.
down.
Yeah.
Bold assumption.
Well, yeah, except for the fucking Fae, I suppose.
If anybody really wants to remain mounted, I will allow you to be mounted.
I say I would likely still be on my corgi, but that's just so I can move around a little bit faster.
Up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it stayed being
Well, if you
The-
want, I'll
the
put your horse
straddle.
out there. Or you had, let's see, what was your mount? Your mount is,
He's
Pick
got
a
the
Picklock's
dog.
riding
fighting
dog.
dog.
Okay, there's your dog.
and
I just
have
don't
the
want
riding
it-
pony, but I'm
If
not learning.
they're not, I don't want to put them out there if they're not going to fight, or I don't want them in the initiative tracker. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Okay.
No, he's not gonna fight. He just runs 10 faster than me.
That's fine. But just remember, as long as he's out there and you're riding him, he can be hit as well.
All right, I
He can
feel
be
you.
a target. Okay. Look, Deb, I remembered to bring Ekandayu in at the right time.
Good job.
My other group, I waited till they were almost 5th level, and you're supposed to meet him when you're 3rd level. And I'm like, oh, this is a perfect time to meet a potential companion.
Pick clock. Kill it. Pick clock.
Keep hop. Keep hop anonymous.
The one problem with these maps is you cannot go off the maps, unfortunately, but they should be more than big enough.
You have to put his dog next to him, Chucky, because he's riding him.
All right, I will. Let's see. Where is his dog? That is a hit. Actually, almost a crit. All right, let me apply the damage.
Ah, fuck! I hit end turn too fast. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right. It's as long as the other person hasn't started their turn yet, and I'm aware of it. It's okay. All right, it's now Dominic.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
This is a pretty slow troll as far as initiatives go.
It's a pretty slow fidget too.
Yeah, from his picture, I imagine he runs really fast.
All right, who's next? You doing anything else, Troy?
See if there's anything else I can do.
Scream at him. Rah!
Nope, can't do a weapon surge because that's I have to use it before the start of my next turn. So I will end my turn.
All right, hang on. You notice that a lot of the wounds, the arrows that are sticking in his skin, they pop out as his skin kind of starts to shuffle, and you see the blood and the wounds and the rents across his body close up. And he goes through. He was actually up to injured, but now he's back down to barely injured again. He healed up quite a bit. A lot of his injuries went away. And he will now move.
Right, so the big thing is we gotta burn him, hit him so he stays down for a round, and then repeat that until he's dead.
The good news for you is I started him way off in the distance.
Yeah.
I could have made it a lot more fun by having him come up right on you, but so he moves one action. He will move as a second action. You notice he's a full 10 feet away from you. And I'm sorry, Shimmy, I'm busy right now. He's not going to try to claw you since he's not going to get the 2 attacks. He's just going to try to take a bite out of you. So he reaches forward.
And slobbers all over your shoulder.
And even with the shield, he hits you. Are you going to do your shield block? I don't even know if you have...
Yeah, I have shield. I believe I got shield block. Let's see here.
It would be under your actions. Yeah, shield block. It's...
Yep, I got it right there.
You also have retributive strike. But
Well, that's against somebody else.
You place your shield, it will prevent you from taking damage equal to the hardness of the shield. All right, so if you're going to do it, okay, you do it. So I'm going to roll damage first. Let's see. It's just a hit, not a crit. Youch, but it's a pretty solid hit. Okay, so let's look at your shield's hardness.
5.
Okay, your shield's hardness is 5. You and the shield each take any remaining damage. So I will subtract 5. Let me hit shift. Oh, hold on, I gotta click on you. Hit shift and then hit damage. Subtract 5. So you take 10 points of damage. And the shield takes 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
So we got to look at the shield in your equipment. And
Max hit points 20. So what's BT means is that one's...
That's when it hits broken threshold. So it is broken. And remember, we figured out how to do that.
Yeah, on the shield, you should just be able to hit broken on under the armor
shield.
class.
Yes, that is correct.
It was when we broke armor that it got a little bit wonky.
So I put your shield down to 10 out of 20 hit points. Your shield is broken, so it doesn't work quite as well, and that will be the end of the troll's turn. Fidget, your fire guy.
Here
As
it
he looks
comes.
at you, he breathes on you with his fetid breath and says, Kargad! Kargad! Wutaketahua!
Why did it not target him? All right, let me try it again.
All right.
I had him targeted.
The good news, that would have been a
Yay!
miss.
Neighbors are doing fireworks.
Yay.
Shoot them, they'll never notice.
Roll that beautiful damage, dog.
Rolling,
Yeah, we got another
rolling.
hour before it's dark enough.
Yeah, it's still pretty light here.
Huh, we're not getting any of the effects either. I haven't noticed if any of the other effects are working or not, but
Oh, I saw his arrow. I saw the first guy's arrows.
yeah. Let's once again, it may have something to do with the other stuff. Wow, he took 19. He took like way more damage than you should have done based on that attack. You're like, whoa. Either I got a
Good.
lot more powerful or he is not as good at taking it. So let's see. Yeah, I've got the animation. I've got it customized. Yeah, not sure what the hell's going on, but go ahead and do your thing.
Oh, nice.
Do your thing, do your thing.
Oh,
when
there it is.
trolls are around you, make
I saw the
sure
fire.
you burn them.
That's a crit. So you get to roll critical damage.
And that will end my turn when you're ready.
Okay, oh, did it double the damage already?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
The first one was a 2 action, the second one was a 1 action.
all right. Well, he is badly injured now.
Good.
And it is Raven's turn.
Get him,
All
Raven.
right, let's see, how far away is
Melee.
he now?
Melee. Come on, get in there, melee. You're so small, he won't be able to hit you anyway.
He's 35 feet from me. Well,
You can step for 10 feet.
I'll say, yeah, mule.
Remember your food, you can step 10 feet.
But he's mounted, so he can't step.
Oh.
But, I mean, I'm just getting close enough to acid splash him, so.
Yeah. Understand.
Hero point.
Damn, did you see that? Oh, yeah, I love these
I,
special
I was going to do Caustic Blast, but then I was like, fireworks just as well.
Oh,
Yay, I rolled the exact
Man.
same thing.
Consistency.
yeah, in that Kingmaker game, their hero points weren't doing them much good either.
Yeah, I assumed that was a miss.
That was a miss, yes. And the dog. The dog will run up to him. Of course, the dog passes through his reach. So he will target the dog with a claw. Hits with a 2 on the dice. Ouch. And
Puppy's not long for this world.
this happened in the other game too. The puppy is near death, but not dead. The puppy is defending his new friend, so the puppy will target the troll, and he will attack with his jaws. And misses. All
Say,
right.
watch out. We need a bigger boat.
Akandayu, do not hurt the dog. Do not hurt my new friend. All right, so he will
A little late for that.
try another shot with his arrow and rolls a critical miss, and he hits his dog and kills his dog. No, I'm just kidding. He'll take another shot.
And now we have a tragic backstory.
And now he missed with a 19 on his second attack. Yeah, that means he's got to roll a 20 on the second two attacks. He is only a first level adventurer at this point. All
Yeah.
right. Judy Lynn.
Get him, Judy.
I'm gonna try this one.
Do it. Bone spray.
Oh wait, that's 15-foot cone, which is gonna. I can't avoid other things, so.
You might want to move first.
You move this way, yeah, or straight laterally to the right also would work. Nobody.
We
would
still
be
want to
in the way.
be within 15 feet. Yeah, you want to.
Yeah.
You might want to move. Like
If you went 5 feet right to my northeast, yeah, there.
Yeah, one of those two.
That'll work too.
Or
You're
that
at-
one.
I think you're outside of his 10-foot reach. So. Yeah, because that's an angle, so that's a 15-foot.
How do I turn it? Oh, that way. Okay, that's how I turn it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're going to do it like that?
Yep.
It should give you an option to target him if he's inside of it. But. Did you get the cone from the spell?
Yeah, it says place 15-foot cone.
All right. All right. So go ahead and I'll have him roll a save. Ooh, he failed, but did not critically fail. So he will take the damage, and he's got bleed. There you go.
That's it for me. Want me to end?
Yes, please. And you cast the spell, so it should have disappeared from your thing. There we go. You probably didn't hit the cast button, is why I didn't do that. All right. Picklock is next.
Picklock.
Sorry. My senorita demanded amore.
Goodness. Well, I don't know how to edit spells. That's crazy.
How fucked up is he? Badly injured.
He's pretty messed up.
Badly injured is anywhere just below half, down to about a quarter. Believe. But he has absorbed a lot of damage. Stay outside of 10 feet.
go there, I won't get smacked, right?
Right.
That you know of.
Well, unless he turns around and smacks me, but drop that crossbow. Quick draw this crossbow. Fire this crossbow.
Didn't you only fire once last round?
Yeah, but I moved and I did my sniper fucking thing, which
Oh, okay.
part of its thing. It says I have to use an action to draw the gun, the thing that you want to fire, and then you fire it, and the first hit does that extra damage.
Okay, the crossbow hits.
Oops.
All right, damage.
That's not. I wasn't supposed to have extra damage on that.
Okay, hold on. Let me restore the damage and go ahead and do your. It was it one shot, one kill? Okay.
No, because that's only supposed to be on the first thing. Oh, then I hurt myself.
I took it away. Just roll the damage without the one shot, one kill turned on. You should be able to uncheck it.
Yep, I just fucked it up. There you go. 2 damage.
There he goes. He's badly injured again.
Still.
And then I'm gonna jump off my dog.
All right. And we'll put your dog. Hold on. All right. It's Dominic.
Step up.
All right.
Raise shield and then attack.
Awesome. Chop.
Boya karate chop.
Yeah.
Good roll.
Jesus.
Get him, son. Yeah.
I don't know if you can still raise your shield when it's broken, can you? I guess you can.
It didn't give me anything in armor class. I can tell you that right now.
All right. Let's see. All right. He is near death.
Dominic, why are you hitting on
I say, you could be spraying me with a hose. I can still lift up the screen in between. It just doesn't do anything.
Well, he doesn't get his healing because he took fire damage last round. So I will not apply the healing. And he is pissed off. But they're dumb. They don't know that they're going to die. So most of them believe they're going to live forever. So he's going to do some damage of his own. Or try to. Okay, one claw hits.
Oh.
Did you have your shield up?
Yeah, but I'm not blocking it.
All right. Then his second claw attack. Ooh, that's also a hit.
Ouch.
Didn't roll terribly high. But he does rend.
And this is where I'll shield block.
Okay.
If he hits.
Oh, he doesn't have to hit to rend.
Mm-hmm.
He hits you with both claws. He digs his claws into your flesh and then he rips them back out. So basically you take the another damage as if he'd hit you a third time. So, okay, you shield block. I will subtract 5, the shield's hardness, from the damage. You take 7 damage, the shield takes 7 damage. Another hit like that and the shield's toast.
Shields are cheap.
They are.
Mm,
Job.
Toast shield.
So it's down to 3. Okay, you got it. Okay.
Yep, it's down to 3, and he does get one more attack, and he will try to bite with the last attack. Actually, he'll try to claw because it is an agile attack, so he knows he's better with the third claw. Oh God, it's a hit! Holy shit! All right.
Well, that's what I do.
Oh,
Take damage.
Okay. You just watched your fighter get hit twice, then it ripped its claws out, and then almost as an afterthought, he hit him again and just knocked him unconscious. All right. Okay, that's it for the troll. Oh, and now he's got to try to stop the bleed. Ooh, he succeeded. So he wiped off the bleed from the bone shards, but he did take an extra point of damage. Fidget.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't get rid of this guy.
Akandayu calls out, "I'm sorry, my friend." Or "I'm sorry, my newly met acquaintance who's not quite a friend yet." That is a hit. Basically, you rolled exactly what you needed.
Good.
I'm gonna run up and stab this fool.
Wow, it's weird. It doesn't do the fire animation on the first one.
Maybe it's because it's a 2 blast
Maybe.
or a 2 action.
Maybe. I don't know
did
why.
Did he die?
He has gone unconscious. Actually,
That was fire damage.
it's fire damage. So he basically took 20 instead of 10.
Oh, that's right.
His regeneration is deactivated. Well, why would it be dying 4? Oh,
I
it's
don't
not.
know.
It's not dying 4. So no, the fight keeps going until he's dying.
Yeah.
Until he's dead. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try. I probably won't hit, but I'll try. Gotta change that to 1 action.
Won't hit. He's unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, but
Ah.
it's my second attack and it's not nearly as good.
Listen, I can always snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I said that, and then the dice ticked to a 4.
And my turn.
Raven.
Well,
Raven's going to go over and stab it with a little sword and say, "I killed the beast."
I mean, I
fine with
could,
me.
but
Fine with me. Run
I'm
over
not
and kill it.
going to.
Blast it.
Judalyn, I assume
Does
that you will
Raven
take
have-
care of our fighter.
Does Raven have some sort of
Yes, sir.
acid damage?
Oh yeah.
There we go, yeah. Melt.
And he has to save with a basic reflex save on this one.
But he can't move. Ah.
Yeah, he should have a decent negative to his ability to reflex save, but
He does. He gets a -4 for unconscious, but you still do get to roll the save,
Yep.
which
yeah.
represents that maybe your attack wasn't as good. It doesn't. You don't have to make an attack roll. He gets a save instead.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He did make his save, but he did not critically save, so he will take full damage.
So he'll take.
so he
go
takes
to
half
9.
damage if he saved, right?
But then
Yeah,
he doubles it because
But
it's
then he
acid.
doubles it.
Oh well, yeah.
Let's apply the damage and see what happens. He takes half, right? Why does Troll take no damage?
Because he's got 0 hit points probably.
All right, but
Should have advanced his dying condition. But
well, he's no longer dying. He's wounded 1 for some reason.
What?
Oh, hold on. Maybe I'm on Ekandayu now.
Yeah, it doesn't show us when the enemy takes damage now for some reason. So we don't know who you damaged.
Do, 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 do.
Well, he should be dying too, so...
Yeah.
Alright.
Can someone pull Dominic 5 feet away?
Alright. Were you gonna do anything else, Raven?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was really all I could do.
The dog is gonna move away because he smells the acid and the fire. As far as he's concerned, it's down. Ekandayu will take a shot at him. And even Ekandayu should be able to hit at least with his first attack. Not if he rolls a 4, damn it.
There we go again. Cursing shit.
But the second attack will hit by 0. That's enough.
Yep.
So he does the damage.
And I can do now what I should have done in the beginning. I can drop a scorching column on top of him and it just burns him every round.
Okay, so he goes to dying 3. And he's not going to take the last bow shot. Judy Lynn.
I'm gonna heal Dominic.
Dominic.
Right. I will let her do her thing. There you go.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
It didn't give me an option to do the heightened version.
It should automatically heighten it.
Well, I would think so, except it did just 1d8 instead of 2. Should be 2d8 plus 8,
Well,
or plus
hold on.
16.
Did you use the divine font?
No, just my
Or-
healing, my regular healing.
Where's your
Yeah,
regular?
which is the divine font, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
so
chat.
It should automatically. Let's see. You're level 3.
It says the amount of healing or damage increases by a d8, but it didn't do that.
Let me look. It should be heightened plus 1. It should automatically. Oh, crap. I just screwed up. Hold on. Figure, why doesn't it auto heighten?
Can I just roll an extra d8, and then we'll have to apply it manually?
Yes.
Automation is great until it doesn't work.
Yep. No idea.
So it's 14 more.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Yep, you can go ahead and advance the tracker.
Peak clock.
Are you gonna move to here?
Keep
Oh, he's brave now.
I was
Now
gonna
that
go
it's in a
here-
column of fire.
I was gonna go here anyways and try to get flanking on it, but Dominic went down and the dog ran away. So whatever. Don't. I was gonna charge his
Coup de
ass.
grace. Coup de grace.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop my other crossbow. I'm gonna quick draw my rapier.
I think you might have to move it to the second rank. I wonder if you can do that. Hold on.
Yeah, you have to move the healing to second rank and then cast it from that divine font. Here, I mean, I set up my cleric for divine font, so I got all 4 of them or 5 of them, whatever I got, in a different spot under my spells.
Well, I've got it under.
Yeah,
but
mine's under divine font.
It keeps putting it in the first rank, though.
Do you have it actually in your second rank? Do you have heal as one of your actual spells?
She does not. I'll have to play with it after the
Okay,
game.
right.
Yeah, I'll play with it after the game and see if I can figure it out.
Do I hit with my rapier?
Sorry, I'm doing other stuff. Yes, that is a hit. Go for it. Roll damage. Or it doesn't really
Do I
matter.
get sneak attack while he's fucked up on the ground
You
or
do,
what?
But
Do ya?
don't even roll
Doesn't-
damage because he's
Oh,
just
okay.
gonna go to dying 4,
All right.
and that kills him.
Nice.
So now he's dead.
Kill Steel.
And I will end the encounter.
Kill confirmed. That's all. There's no stealing.
There's no kill stealing, there's kill confirming.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The troll is dead, and the troll has no gear on him, I don't think.
Oh, he's very good.
No
We have
gear, but you
killed the
killed a level
troll.
5 creature.
And we have survived the
Scary.
encounter.
The thing was scary. Like, it was beating Dominic's ass.
That is because he is only a donkey. An Italian
hold.
Christmas donkey.
Way to hold in there, bro. No, is someone gonna go fucking heal his ass?
Oh, I.
That's for the doggy.
All right, I will apply the healing. The doggy thanks you.
Because he's a good dog.
Ekandayu is, he goes over, you watch him go over to the troll's body, whips out a buck knife, and basically cuts its head off. And then carries the head back. You are indeed mighty warriors. If you would allow me to share your fire tonight, and then I shall trouble you no longer. But I am glad my paths crossed with yours, for you saved my life, and you helped me slay my prey. I consider you good companions, and hopefully someday I can repay.
You're
So-
welcome
That's
to
all I wanna
share
do.
our fire as long as you like.
Excellent. So he will definitely camp with you tonight.
We'll thank him for helping rid our area of a vile creature.
Let's see.
Dominic, you can take that healing too.
Look at Raven healing people up.
He is a potential companion. If you're going to camp with him, we are going to assume that you could do a round of influence if you so desire.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You guys remember how to do influence?
No.
No. Okay, so
Vaguely.
first, you're doing 2 rounds of the camping thing, so I'll let you have 2 rounds of influence. You can either do, you can spend your, each of you can do one thing. You can either try to discover something about him, which will help you learn like what his influence skills are, learn what his resistances are, or learn what his weaknesses are. Or you can just take a stab in the dark and just try to influence him. And there are certain skills that will influence him and others that won't. And you have to be careful. If you do something that's one of his resistances and you don't know what it is, it'll actually apply a penalty.
You offend him.
Right. But if you do one of his weaknesses,
You super impress him all of a sudden.
exactly. So I will say right now that any resistances would be offset because you helped him kill a troll.
And it saved his fucking life, too.
So, okay, so we'll basically do it like an initiative. I will select all of you and unselect the dog, the corgi, the riding dog, and Ekandayu himself. And I'm just going to do an initiative with you guys. And I'll roll for you. You don't have to roll. Well, you can roll if you want. Go ahead and
Give
roll.
that 12 to our new person there.
I'm just going to roll for you just to speed because it's almost quitting time. Speed things up.
Ekandayu is completely healed.
Hold on. Let me.
Okay, no problem.
Which one is it?
It's a 12 as apply healing on. Oh, did
Okay.
I not target him? Probably not. Okay.
Well, he still
Either
has.
way.
I still have to apply it.
Right. Gotcha.
It's not automatic. I still have to be clicked on him. Remember, you guys will only be able to click on yourselves, so you can only heal yourselves.
Right.
I can click on any of you or any of the NPCs. So it's a little, I have to be careful that I'm clicked on. Okay. So we'll start with Judy Lynn. God dang it. Judy Lynn, what do you want to do? Do you want to, or what do you want to do?
Do I roll a diplomacy or perception?
I'd start with the find out thing, whatever the first
Yeah.
one was. Yeah, but what do you and
Okay, so I'll tell you what the discovery checks are for free.
Yeah.
If you want to do discovery, it's hunting, lore, perception, and nature. Those are the 3 skills you can use to try to discover something about him.
All right, I'll do a nature check.
All right, roll a D, just free form, roll a nature skill check. Does not have to be hidden. Alas, that is not high enough to discover anything. So you start talking about nature stuff with him, and he, he's kind and everything. He's not rude, but you can tell that he's not impressed with your nature skill. All right. Whoops. Picklock is next.
It was nature, what and what?
Nature, perception, and hunting
Hunting.
lore, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try perception.
I'm going to turn the music off for this.
Yeah, boy! What's up, dog? What's going on with you?
Let's see. Oh, let me go back to that.
You
Ooh, a
notice that it looks like the end of his
24.
penis is at his knee. You'd like to talk about
Wow.
that.
Okay, that is almost a crit. With a crit, you would have learned 2 things, but you can learn one thing. You can either learn his lowest DC influence skill, or you can learn his resistance or his weakness.
Lowest DC.
Low DC influence skill.
Giant lore. To show Ekandayu you know much of his favorite enemies. He obviously hates giants. I don't think any of you have giant lore, but if you do, that's the lowest DC to influence him is giant lore.
Good to know. All right.
Okay, go ahead and advance the tracker, please. Dominic.
So I'm sorry. What we found out so far?
That the best way to influence him, the easiest way to influence him is with giant lore.
talk about giants. You know how to talk giants? You know giants, bro?
I don't think I can speak giant.
Ooh, that
Nope.
would probably impress him if you could
That would be
speak
fine.
giant. Yeah.
Or he would immediately hate you and want to
Or
control
try to
you.
fucking
Or hate me
kill
because
you.
it's like, oh, you're friends with them? Oh, shit.
Fucking hunting giants.
But we haven't found out anything else, right? Okay.
You can either go, well, you can, and you don't have to discover. You can just take a stab in the dark and hope you hit one of his influence skills. So you can either try to influence him or discover something. You can discover the next highest influence skill, or you can discover a resistance or a weakness. And if you crit, you can learn two things. That's if you discover. Or you can just pick a skill at random and say,
We
I'm
got
going to try to influence him with this.
Chuck.
gonna
We got 2 rounds of this.
Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
each get 2 shots.
I'd say we take a whole round just trying to find out the best we can, and then take a round to influence him. Huh?
Well, what do you use to influence? I mean, what? You said nature?
To discover, you
Discover.
use nature, perception,
Nature, perception, or
lore.
hunting lore.
Yeah, my best was perception.
Mine's only +5 or some shit like that.
Yeah, my nature was only +4, so.
He's probably more that than that. I'm gonna try diplomacy and see if that's one of them.
All right, just try. You're going to try a diplomacy influence check. I can tell you that diplomacy is almost always one of the skills, but it's usually one of the higher DCs
Mm-hmm.
because most people can be diplomated. So go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no one's used hero points tonight. Well, congratulations. That is, you rolled high enough, and that is one of his influence. So you have 1 point of influence with him. So Ekandayu, let's see. You know you have 1 point so far, and you know so far Giant Lore is the only one you know.
Raven.
I am going to try to use nature to find out more about him.
All right. Okay. Woo, 23. Let's see.
I'd like to know a weakness.
23 is on not a crit. Believe it or not, nature is the highest DC of all the discovery. I think that's kind of funny. But you do learn his weakness, and he only has one weakness. Promises to aid him in slaying giants or to spend time tracking down Gragglebeard are a sure way to earn his support. Using these tactics grants a +2 circumstance bonus to influence checks. So you don't know about Gragglebeard yet, but if you promise him to slay giants or trolls and say, anytime you decide to go on a troll hunt and I'm free, I will go with you, that will get you a +2.
Yeah, bro.
There you go, mine. I'm learning stuff, mine.
All right. Well, I will try that. I would like to talk giant lore with him. And
Do you have giant lore?
I do.
Ooh, that's his lowest DC. Very good.
Oh
and
my god.
I would like to talk it with him and ask him what he would like to plan a hunt.
All right, go
So he
for it.
gets a +2 also, right?
He gets a +2 and it's a lower DC.
Hero
Oh,
point.
I hope
Hero
it's a really
point.
low DC.
Hero point.
I would say hero point. And, well,
Yeah,
you,
I was
I'll say,
going to.
as you start to talk giant lore, and he wonders why you keep on talking about winged sprites.
well, unfortunately, he doesn't have an intelligence modifier, so.
Yeah, that's the problem with mine. None of my lores, all of my lores are exactly the same. So, well, that's
Did you add the extra +2?
I did not.
All right, so that is a 22. So close to a crit. It is a DC 13. So if you had
course.
rolled a 23, you would have gotten a crit. But congratulations, you now have 2 points of influence. Ekindayu's attitude improves to indifferent. It was unfriendly even now with your help. He's just, and believe me, my other group gives me shit about this. But that's just Ekindayu. He's had a rough life. He does not trust people easily, and
Yep.
he is unfriendly. And you've basically shifted him to indifferent, and he agrees to take parts in encounters with you, fighting at your side, even if they're not giant encounters. So, okay, you've
But
got
I
him to
too have a puppy
indifferent
companion. Don't you love me?
too,
Wait,
so he's
did
indifferent.
did we just recruit like a homie?
Yep.
Well, it's kind of like we did at the beginning of the game. We still have Amari, and we have no, not
Yeah.
Amari. What's her name too?
Lindsay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
No, the ex-paladin. What's
Right.
her name?
There's like 12 to 14 people that will potentially
Oh,
be your
Valerie.
companions. And it's very important because there's not enough of you when you do establish your kingdom. Your kingdom has 8 slots
All
of
right.
advisors, and you
Never
only have
mind.
4. You're going to need at least 4 of these people to be very friendly, if not helpful. Okay, so we're full circle. Judy Lynn, you're up again.
I'm just gonna roll a diplomacy check for
Influence.
influence.
I'm sorry,
All right.
I forgot. I kind of forgot for a second. It's just like the video game, but we're playing it out on the map.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Pen and paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see, and there's some of the so I mean, haven't done influence with anybody in what real life
A while.
6
Well, you
8
did it the
months.
Since
first
the first
game.
session, yeah.
Like, yeah,
First
it's
session.
it's been a hot minute.
Yep.
Yes.
24. Ooh, that's not near a crit, but it's definitely a success. So congratulations, you kick him up to influence 3. Usually at the even numbers where the breaks are.
It's okay. Every little step helps.
All right. So we're going to go on to pick lock because I want to get through the camping session too. So
I guess I'll just shoot for diplomacy then.
So I don't know how the rest of you are feeling, but I'm good to go leave if we need to.
I want to try it with a hero point.
yeah, I was going to say,
Oops. Whatever. So we're about to fucking.
I'm definitely okay to go a little late because I don't have to work tomorrow, but
How many of
don't
us
have-
here?
Oh yeah,
Two.
holiday. Fuck yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't have to work till Monday, so
Celebrate.
oh, and now our neighbors are popping fireworks. Congratulations, you guys just got another hero point.
Come on.
Ah.
Oh, fuck me. Can I do it again?
Nope.
No.
You gotta take it.
Yeah. The good news is it wasn't a critical fail, so you don't lose influence. You just don't gain any. All right, Dominic, what are you gonna do?
I say Fidget's over there talking about going and slaying giants with him, and you came by and like, giants are
How's that?
cool. I like them.
I
They
think
let me
I'll-
ride on
I
their
think I'll take this
shoulders.
one for sure.
Good one, dude.
Are you promising to slay giants or just
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like yes, come follow. Yes, we will definitely fight
Yeah.
together.
that
Nope.
is a crit then. So congratulations, you kick Ekindayu up 2 points to 5. And let's see what happens at 5. What is that? What did you roll, dude? Oh, maybe I rolled something for you. Weird.
I didn't roll anything. Yeah, I just got. Yeah, I just sold just see the 27.
It rolled from one of my tables, I guess the events tables, and you guys don't have a kingdom yet, so we shouldn't be doing events.
Sweet.
All right, let's see. A little Akindayu had influence 4. You got him to 5. He becomes friendly to the PCs. He shares knowledge of his inventions and methods of giant hunting. So he is now friendly. I'm here to tell you, Akindayu only has one more level, and that is helpful. But you're probably not going to get there tonight because I don't think, unless the last two people crit, in which case you'll take them all the way. But Raven, you're up next.
Challenge accepted. Now, Ekendayu, I do have to ask you. I like fighting giants. I like fighting them big guys. But what do you consider a giant? Because I'm little. Everything is giant to me. Do you mean actually like class giants, or do you talking like giant to me?
Ekendayu does something he hasn't done in a long time. He laughs, a hearty belly laugh, and says, "Bigger than me. Think of me to you. These things to me would be giants."
Ah, yes. I like to mess with the big things.
And you're talking about fighting giants. So you kick that up to a 19. That is a success, not a crit, but a success. So you're up to 6. If Fidget can get a crit, you guys can take him to the highest level you can take him to. You can take him to the top. Otherwise, you're going to have to do it another day, but that's okay because you're going to get other chances. All right, it is you.
It is me.
Mother Group now basically has gotten it where they take NPCs out with them occasionally, and while they're camping, they force them. They actually turned a guy from evil to lawful good over a single evening because they didn't
Wow.
but they took like 4 turns of influence with them, and that group's pretty good at diplomacy. All right, Giant Lord, that is a success, not a crit.
Yeah.
But congratulations, you kicked them up to 7 points. You only need to get him up to 8 to get him to helpful. But you've got him to 7. He is friendly. Very good. Very good. And you're going to get a quest out of this. Just a couple things Ekendayu can help you with. He, oh, this is when he gets 4th level, he can actually take the magical crafting feat and he can start making some really cool items. But let's see. Let's see. What are you gonna say, Troy?
Well, I was going to ask, well, while you're looking that up, anybody have crafting in our group?
Yes, and I also have a repair kit.
Good.
I am untrained as hell.
My
I may or-
crafting is not great. I will warn you now.
Well, better than mine.
I have a +6.
I'll give you a repair kit then, because I'm only +5.
I can share a buckler with you if you need it.
That's not even a buckler.
That's like a postage stamp that you put on your hand.
It's a ring guard.
It's my ring guard. Okay, yeah.
Well, just because it's a tiny buckler.
Let's see. Once you get Ekendayu to friendly,
He's not there though.
who?
Is he friendly or no? I didn't think we got him to friendly.
You got him to friendly. You just haven't got him to helpful yet.
No, helpful. That's it.
Once you get him to helpful, then
Deb, accept the trade.
he'll actually rule with you.
Oh, okay.
He will give you a feat. He says, "I like this dog." However,
I accidentally clicked it off because I clicked on something at the same time that popped up, and I thought, "What's that?" I didn't mean to do that.
That's right. I put it on the table for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
you can pick it up. He gives you a feat. He basically says, "I like this dog, and I think I want him to be my companion. However, I need help naming him. Because once you name something, the loss you feel when it's inevitably slain makes it not worth naming in the first place. The dog's a tool, not a friend. I'm not going to make you make a sense motive because someone will make it. You guys will know that he's not actually this cold-blooded and mercenary. He's just simply afraid that if he allows himself to grow fond of the dog, it'll just set him up for further tragedy. You can tell that something happened in his life and he's not willing to talk about it yet. But something happened in his life that just devastated him, and that's why he's so unfriendly and trust. But once you're friendly, he's going to call it dog. But if you want to help him name the dog, it will be worth 10 XP. You'll get 10 XP each for it. So
He should call it DOG.
I haven't
so
even named my dog yet.
don't do it this game. Think about it. But my other group still hasn't done it. They keep coming up with stupid names, and I'm like, no, this is a serious quest. This is not. If you come up with a stupid name, like one guy wanted to call him Troll Bait, and I'm like, no, that's not a cool name for his dog. You know, the guy suffers loss. So think about his dog, Diogi. Was that like Hawk Fooey that I keep saying? Hawk Fooey.
No, DOG.
DOG,
Dog.
okay. Yeah, you guys can talk about it, but I want you to talk about it in Discord between now and the next game, and you can name him next game.
Doggy McDogface.
One other thing he'll bring, yeah, see, that's the kind of shit I want to avoid. You're not getting any XP. If that ends up being his name, forget about it.
You're
You're
like,
not
we're
getting
taking XP.
Yeah, I'm taking some of his influence away. But when you camp with Ekendayu, he's talented at gathering wild edibles in the stolen lands when he's supported by a group's campsite and has a knack of finding precise ingredients. So he has a special ability called Wilderness Survival, and this is like the video game. When you're camping with one of the companions, they can add a special ability to your camp. Um, he will attempt to bolster checks to cook campfire meals or treating illness by gathering herbs from the campsite's environs. Any attempts to cook a meal or treat disease while in camp gain a +1 item bonus during this camping session. If you're 11th level or higher, the bonus increases to +2. So when Deb cooks meals, she can add an extra +1 to her roll as long as Ekendayu's camping with you. So as soon as you guys are settled down, we'll do another real quick camping session because I assume you're going to camp here. That way we'll start next game with you in this hex in the
That
morning.
seems fair.
And let me bring up the camping menu one last time. All right.
While camping, I'll try to fix his shield, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it, so you might have to walk me through it.
All
But we'll
right.
do
Let
the
me
rest of the camping
see.
first.
He's gonna have to put his shield on the map.
Don't
for
do
you to
any
pick
cooking
up.
checks until I check. I think I can check Ekendayu's special ability in the manage group.
Yeah, there's a wilderness survival thing there now.
Yep, and I just did that, so when it'll automatically add the +1 to her roll. So you successfully found a campsite, but it's not superb, so you won't. And remember, all the learning about Ekendayu is happening during this 4-hour period. So, oh look, there's wilderness survival. It's there now. All right, so go for it. Whoever else wants to go.
I've set it up, and I'll go hunt and gather here shortly.
I got to take you out of combat. Yeah.
Please.
Oh, good lord! I suddenly
I told
can't tell
you,
stories.
stop telling us about our day.
At least it's not a critical failure, which I think can actually do stuff. Critical failure on the camouflage. Ooh, DC encounter actually went down. Okay, do your ingredients. And Deb, did you do your cooking yet?
No, because this damn sheet's still not here.
Sorry. You want me to do it for you?
No,
Or-
it's there now.
Okay. Pick whatever recipe you want and do your thing. It'll automatically add the +1, I think.
Woohoo! Fish on a stick. If we make it, we can do an extra hex a day.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one to have. Where do you see that at anyway?
Click on the question mark next to it. It tells you what the benefits are.
Cool.
Can I hero point it?
You can hero point any D20 roll.
I don't want to hero point it.
Fuck. Did we ask the Fae about tassel worms? Tassel worms?
You did not.
Fuck.
And you get no special thing from the meal, but it's okay. And that was even with the extra +1, I think.
Yeah, it's got a much higher DC than the other things.
Yeah, that's why fish on a stick is higher. All right. Okay. Oh, all we need is the organized watch.
And
We'll
then
have-
during part of this, the other 2-hour period, I want to try to fix his shield.
You need
All
my
right.
shield then?
I don't know how that works.
I don't have any idea how that works, but probably.
So you guys can probably just
Yeah.
request a trade it over, and then you
The
can try to
trade's
fix
not
it.
working for some reason.
Well, it works. It's just Deb forgot to.
I just put it on the ground.
Deb didn't click the right button.
So Deb, you're gonna want to use the kit on the shield, and then it'll have you roll.
Does she have to have it in her inventory, or can she do it with it on the ground?
I don't remember. I think it was on the ground.
See if you can target it and then use the kit. Picklock, we need you to roll your organized watch.
Sorry, I was making a note.
Oh, not a problem.
So do I pull crafting
Oh,
and then
man.
how do I get to the kit?
I suck at camping today.
What'd you say, Deb?
I said, so do I pull up the crafting or do I pull up the kit?
Let me look. I don't even know how this works. Let's see. Repair toolkit. I think there's a repair item activity, maybe? I don't know. Mike, is it an activity or what?
I'm trying to remember how we just did it like last week, I think, but I don't remember how we did it. I'm looking.
You can draw and replace a worn repair toolkit. Let's see.
Yeah, I have a couple extra repair toolkits.
I wonder if she has to hold it.
Yeah, try picking up the shield, and then see if you can do it in your inventory. Oh, I think. Oh,
There is a repair hammer next to the shield in her inventory now.
there you go. I was gonna say I thought there was something in our inventory.
So you see the little thing that looks like a hammer, Deb?
Yep.
Success, almost critical. So hit that button that says restore 10 hit points to item. So now it's up to 13 out of 20.
Hallelujah.
I don't know if she can do it again or.
Can you, Judy? So I don't think it consumes the kit unless you fail or critically fail.
Is how long.
Oh, there it is.
Nat 20. So repair 20 points to the item, and then you can drop the item back on the ground or put it on the ground for Troy, and now he's got a fully healed shield.
There you go. Better than new.
Shit, son.
Sweet.
How do you drop it?
Just
Drag it from your inventory onto the map.
Wow. All right.
There you go.
We
I
had to
see
figure
how it
all
is.
this out
My
last
shield
week.
just isn't good enough for you.
Cool. Woohoo.
It's good enough for his ring finger.
Come on, Longshanks.
I can't believe it. Even with the encounter dropped to 12 because of the critical fail on the stealth, I couldn't roll above a 10 on any of my 3 encounter checks.
Hmm.
So you begin rest.
20% of the way there. So
And what's the weather like? Let's see. Oh, it's not a new day yet. Let me do this. There we go. It's rainy but not cold, but it is rainy. So I'll have to close this down, and it is Abadus the 16th. Let's bring the sun back up.
I had an Apophis one time, but the
Oh,
doctor took care of it.
it is raining.
Yep, barely see it. But
Okay,
it's
so
there.
it did that automatically, but did the rain sound start? It did not. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. I'm sure that's under ambience. Uh,
2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We come together 'cause I'm dressed like a cat.
are you all right? There we go. We'll do the
there's
rain
the
there.
rain.
Well, I just turned it on. All right, so I'm going to call it here. It is the morning. Let me go to my journal real quick. Let's see. Good game. We got a lot accomplished. You didn't explore as much as you have before, but
Not
so
every game
ended.
can work
That's
that
right.
way.
Abadus the 16th. Hold on.
Bro, I wrote a goddamn book this time.
But we did we did explore 3 hexes.
Right.
Yep. It
That's
ended
not
with
bad.
you in the gold mine hex, I guess. Or let's see. No, the rickety bridge hex.
Rickety bridge. Yep.
Well, that's because I decided. So there's a separate book from the Kingmaker book called the Companion Guide, and it's where all the weather and the camping rules are. It's also each of the main companions has like a quest and like what you have to do to win them over and everything. So it adds more content to the game, and I think it's really cool. So tonight, the last half of tonight was basically Ekandayu's meeting him in that quest. So all that stuff is extra content that's not even in the main book. So you guys can let me know if you like them or not, if you like the extra content. I think it's pretty cool, and it gives you a chance
Yes.
to get to know the companions and stuff. So
It adds flavor.
That was
it
No
adds
neat.
problem with flavor.
And
Uh,
some of the maps are in the game, but they don't have like the journal entries in the game, like because the journal only has the stuff from the extra book. This is considered bonus content. So they do put the maps in there and they do put some of the NPCs in there, but they like don't have the story of Ekandayu's quest. So I'm having to kind of run it out of the book itself and just wing it in the game. But I think it worked pretty good. I don't think it felt that bad. Let's see, you're in Hex 419. 4.19. Oh, and you did some shopping. Games after meeting Ekandayu. After
More selling than shopping, but yeah.
Well, selling is sort of shopping. It was the merchant shopping from our inventory.
And then we know we're heading for at least 2 things that we now have quests for. Both Tuskgetter, which is
3.
somewhere in one of the next 2 things, plus the
Yep.
temple that we have a rough idea where it is.
Plus the hot spring.
Oh yeah. I think that's a quest. I think that's just a location. But we can discover it. Because here's the thing. If we get our kingdom established, how cool would it be to have a settlement near a hot springs. I mean, it could be a tourist to trap.
Hell yeah.
And we have a gold mine.
The fair right there, though.
Say, come on down. You're the next contestant on Soak That Tush.
That'd be fucking with everybody.
I was gonna say, they could be part of the attraction.
Exactly.
Well, the good news is apparently Wookie takes much better notes than I do, so that's awesome.
That's good news for all of us.
Yep.
My news is game ended with party at Hex 419 after meeting Ekendayu and Dog and taking him to Influence 7. Rainy. They have reconnoitered the Hex. It is the morning after a full night's rest. Party befriended the two Fae, and that is my notes in a nutshell, but that'll work.
What two Fae?
You
Hey,
weren't here
Two-Fae?
for that. You guys can tell them about the two Fae.
No, it's all right.
At Tufe.
Yeah, at
We-
Touffet?
We encountered a Fey village. They told us about the bandit camp that we already killed. We learned of a hot spring nearby. We learned of a temple called the Temple of the Elk that is a temple to Aristil. Beware of the temple. There is a corrupted bear that guards the temple. Temple of the Elk is in the hex to the southwest from the Fey village. The hot spring is to the west. They think Tusk Gutter is south of there. They
Yep.
know of a thicket of fangberries near the lake. We partied with the Fae, spent the night, rode through the night back to Oleg's. We met a druid of Aristil named Jod. Something like that. Jihad.
Jihad.
He claimed he is at Oleg's because of the charter, but we sense he has other motives. He claims to have heard of the lost temples of Aristil and has had visions of the temple that is guarded by the bear. He has tasked us with cleansing the temple and bringing him there afterwards. Let's see. Creston Garris hanging out there. We learned about him and his circus.
Yep. I was here for that. So, yep.
There you go. All caught up.
All right. So Kendo Deo will leave in the morning then.
Yeah, Ekendayu is good friends with you. I mean, he feels comfortable with you. He asked if there's a place he can like go hang out and just rest up because he wants you guys healed him up all the way, but he's still
Send him to Oleg's.
that's what you should always do. You'll always send these guys to Oleg's. He'll hang out with Amiri and Lindsay and get to know them, and that way he'll be available when you build your town. It's like these companions that you become friendly with, they're always around. Now at a certain level, each of them or most of them, it's just like the video game. At a certain point, they'll approach you with a quest. And people that have played the video games will probably recognize the quest. Ekendayu's quest is right out of the video game. Lindsay's quest is right out of the video game. But it's another way to make XP, another way to make loot. And not that I think you guys are going to have a problem with XP, honestly, unless I start rolling encounters like I was rolling tonight. Because I only rolled like 2 random encounters, but last game, all I could do was roll random encounters.
Yeah.
So it just depends. But you guys are starting to get to the level. Here's the thing. You can explore as long as you want, and until you deal with the bandit lord, the game is kind of on pause. So in theory, you guys could just explore the whole stolen lands. Eventually you're going to get to areas that are way too tough for you and get your ass kicked. But you guys can wait till your 7th or 8th level if you want to deal with the Stag Lord. But I think the game assumes that you face the Stag Lord when you're 3rd level and it takes you to 4th level. Usually it's when you're almost 4th level is when the game thinks that you're going to take on the Stag Lord. So, but it's up to you. At some point, you're going to start kicking everything's ass and say, okay, when does the plot start? And that's when I'm going to say, well, it might be time for you to go find the Stag Lord because the game can't proceed until you guys deal with him and you get your kingdom.
I mean, and it's not like we haven't been kind of looking We just
Yeah,
don't know
we're
where he
not
is yet.
sure where your fucking stag lord is. I'd go kill him right now if I knew where he was.
That's part of the fun. But you can ask, and I mean, you guys haven't kept any bandits alive as part of the problem. You haven't, like tried to
Well, we
interview
did.
new
I
bandits.
mean, yeah,
Yep, we
okay.
did.
I mean, a little, but
We
yeah.
did the one guy, and he
One
spat
guy,
at
but
us
that
and
was
said he'd rather die.
That's true because you didn't intimidate him
correct.
sufficiently. I will start giving you hints as you get higher and higher, as you get closer to fourth level. I honestly, it's a sandbox game though. You guys drive the narrative, not me. But obviously, if you're seventh level, I'm going to tell you where he is. Just it's like, for God's sake, go kill the stag lord. But you don't. I mean, it's up to you when you do it. He's probably. Well, I think the bandits use
They,
logic. What?
yeah, I think the first guy said south, but that was one of the first meetings we had with the bandits, and he's like, "Well, we think he's to the south," but that's about the only thing he knew because he was, just getting into the bandits, if I recall right.
Yeah, he was a
I-
minor.
He was a minor
functionary.
player, didn't know, never been to the bandit camp, but had heard.
If they're bandits hiding somewhere, they're probably in these forests somewhere. So, and the forest is that big swath that goes all the way south. So we're gonna have to
Robin Hood and his men in tights.
Yeah, we're gonna have to search that whole fucking thing probably to find the guy.
I'm trying to draw freehand on the map, on the big map, the Stolen Lands map. But if you all look at the Stolen Lands map real quick,
Yep.
if you divide it into quarters, north to south, and make them even quarters, so like 1/4 here, 1/4 is the middle. So the middle, draw a line in the middle where the game paused is, and then each of the two sides is then halved again. Those are the 4 quadrants of the Stolen Lands. The area you have been tasked to explore is the third one from the left. So from the middle, so basically the woods over to these mountains over here, from north to south. The Stag Lord is somewhere in that quadrant. I will tell you right now, the Stag Lord is between the northern edge of the map, which, by the way, you've almost completely explored. You've almost explored all of the northern quadrant of your quadrant. The northern quarter of the third quarter you've explored. So he's either in the woods
Yeah, he's either in these woods over here,
or he's
or he's
around
in
the
the
lake,
mountains or something.
or he's around the lake.
Uh,
And if you know that where the Olegs, the bandits were at Oleg's, you found the bandits' advance camp in the woods. It was south and slightly west of Oleg's. It's this one right here. So you could probably draw a line and figure that the Stag Lord's camp is further south than that. So let's put it this way, where you guys are located right now, you're within 3 hexes of where the Stag Lord is. I'll just tell you that right now. So it's either in the woods around the lake or to the east. He's in one of those 3 zones. He's either slightly south, slightly east, or slightly west. He's obviously not north because you've already explored all the north above you for the most part.
So the hot
So-
springs is 316. The Temple of the Elk is 317.
Correct.
Maybe his base is in the hot
And-
springs. He's
Well,
like, I'm going to be somewhere.
Tuskcutter
Let's be resting here.
Is in one of the 2 hexes south of those 2.
The big things you've been told about, besides the Stag Lord, think of this, we're kind of having a jam session here, kind of talking about, let's collate what you know. The hot springs is nothing major. It is cool, but it's the 3 major things you've been told about is the Stag Lord's fort is somewhere close by. The Temple of the Elk is close by, and the old sycamore, which is the big tree. Those should be your 3 focuses right now. You want to find one of those 3 things, hopefully in the next game, and I think it will lead you to where you need to go. Even if you don't go to the Stag Lord's Keep, if you go to the Temple of the Elk, you'll be very close. Or if you go to the Old Sycamore, you'll be closer.
Do we know where the old sycamore is?
Actually, they told you about where it was. You actually, where you are, you can probably, when the sun rises, you can see it. The Old Sycamore, and it's a pretty damn big tree. It's the hex to the west of, or the hex to the east of you, is the Old Sycamore. Like I said, I don't want to steer you. I don't want to tell you guys where to go next. I'm just trying to give you a few hints. You know that the Temple of the Elk is right here. So you're 2 hexes from the Temple of the Elk. You're 1 hex away from the Old Sycamore. You're 2 to 3 hexes away from the Stag Lord's Keep. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing the grid exploration where you're kind of moving in a grid. You'll probably get there sometime between 3rd and 4th level.
Yeah. I ain't worried about it.
No. And like I said, I don't want you guys to feel pressured. You do whatever you want to do, but I want you to decide as a group what you want to do. You know, but good game
We're
though.
good with how we're going.
I love
Yeah,
it because
I-
you're doing
I-
it totally different than my other group, which is awesome.
I
Honestly.
still think we go to the Temple of the Elk first.
Yeah, dude,
Yep.
let's go check that out. Might be some good loot in there.
You
Yeah, so
might-
we'll
And
go
then
due
go-
west.
And
We'll
then go.
go due west next time to that hex. We may or may not find Tuskgetter there, which is fine.
Yep.
Yep.
And from there, we the very next hex to the northwest is the one with the temple. So boom, 1, 2 hexes.
And you might meet someone at the Temple of the Elk because I like the video game, and in the video game you meet someone at the Temple of the Elk, so you never know, it's possible. You might meet another companion in the next game, so we'll see.
So you're saying go 4.18 and then go 4.17 or 3.17.
Yeah.
Yeah, go west and then go northwest. Yeah, just keep exploring. This campaign is so fun because there are things like random Ekandayu guy
and
pops
we're
up
also
and stuff.
tasked with exploring it all.
Yeah. I mean, that's all.
So
The way it's built is fun. I like it. So yeah,
It's a male dog, Troy.
I want to go to each. I want to see what's in each hex. Come on, let's do it.
I will tell you guys, and I don't want to go off on a tear because last time I did, I scared Wookie. But this is the greatest campaign I've ever seen. I mean, Paizo has the best system, and of all their games so far, now their new God's War thing that's coming up next month is really exciting, and I think it might be almost as good as this. Might be my next big campaign. But this game has the influence stuff. It has the exploration stuff and the sandbox stuff. It has an amazing plot. It has amazing NPCs. And you guys haven't even gotten into the kingdom rules yet. So that's what I told my other group is there's the exploration mode. You guys can stay in exploration mode as long as you want. As long as you don't mind random encounters. Some people get bored with random encounters after a while. They're like, I'm so tired of dice rolling. I want plot. And there's not a lot of plot in exploration. But there is an amazing plot in this story. So when you're ready, when you find the Stag Lord, then there's story. And you get away from the exploration. And then there's the kingdom rules, which is a whole nother level of strategy. It's very much like Civilization, kind of, the
It's
game.
really, really cool.
And then there's warfare rules. You're going to get into mass battles. Remember when Rob didn't do the mass battles in Wrath of the Righteous and I was so
Yeah.
pissed? There are mass combat rules and we will be using them.
Not for
So,
several levels.
yeah, not for several levels, but you guys are, I'm glad you're having fun now. I'm just telling you, unless I screw up, it's just going to get better. So, and I love I'm running 2 versions of this game and I'm thinking about running a 3rd version. That's how much I love this game.
what's the third version?
My 5th edition group is almost done with their campaign. And Paizo actually, you can buy a monster book that converts Kingmaker to 5th edition rules. So
Wow.
I don't want to have to teach them Pathfinder. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these guys when they finish the game? Because I don't want to play any more 5th edition. I'm done with 5th edition. And then I said, you know what? I think I could handle running a 5th edition Kingmaker game because it'd be
I'm
like
kind of
using the
surprised your
Paizo
players aren't
rules.
tired of it.
Sarah's sister
Because
loves 5th edition.
wow, we only did the one campaign and it was just too easy.
Compared to Pathfinder, it's boring. I don't know why anyone
Yeah.
likes it. There's
That's
some
what I
other.
mean.
Now you got to
Yeah.
understand the group that the 5th edition that Chuck's playing with is a group who's never played the game at all before, which is why he started with 5th ed, because he wasn't sure if they were even going to keep their interest or stay there. So he started with 5th ed because it's easier to teach a group of newbies. And I mean, we're talking grandpa who's 68 and the youngest player is about to turn 15, and that's his grandson. And then his granddaughter and her boyfriend are playing, and they're like 20, 21.
So we'll have to see. There's some other weird things going on with that group. I don't know if that group's going to make it, but they're about 2/3 of the way, 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through their campaign. And it's so boring. The fights are just, I'm rolling the fights and I'm going, God, I wish this was Pathfinder. The monsters are so much cooler in Pathfinder, but it's okay. But yeah, so I might start a group with them. But yeah, I love Kingmaker. Kingmaker's amazing. So I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad Wookiee's having a good time.
It's fun. And I mean, I know a couple of spoilers, but this group handles things very differently from the other group. So it's still just as much fun for me, even if I have a rough idea of where we're going.
Vesper is a cool name, and so is Blackie. I like both those names. Troll Slayer. So far, those are all good names. I like them. You guys are going to have to vote, though. I'm going to let you guys decide what the name.
All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for the stream this
Great
evening.
game, guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed this game of Pathfinder Kingmaker on Foundry VTT. I'll be back again tomorrow night for, as always, Stompy Mech Thursdays. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Good night.
Is it Vesper Lynn from